And now, Negative 43 TV begins another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV reliably serves Needville and all of Purgatory, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening. Whatever the time of day that Negative 43 TV goes to air, welcome, and we hope you enjoy today's programming. And now, the official Negative 43 TV jingle written by Skullkid.
And I love it so much.
Welcome to Sneedville. Here at 43 TV. We keep you up to date with our favorite reprobate, Tyree, Sneed. We're Rich Barritone as your lovely host.
That's me.
Watch the Batman that you hate the most. We're live here at 43 TV. We're live here at 43 TV. Yeah. I'm saying.
I love that so much. And does anybody know what's going on with Skull Kid Boy? I haven't seen him in some time here. Oh, and hello to Big O.L. Pappy. He's here right now.
The views and opinions expressed in the media or comments on this channel are those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcaster, which is Negative 43 TV. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person. This channel's owner claims no copyright to said content. The broadcaster of this channel cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content. The broadcaster of this channel is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify, but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this channel. If you have a complaint about something or you find your content is being used incorrectly, please contact the broadcaster prior to making a copyright claim. Any infringement was not done on purpose and will be rectified to all parties' satisfaction.
As always, a promise, and as always, here comes my email address, richbaritone. Here we go, really, with the pre-show. It really starts right now.
I said, when that whole thing went down where you had, what's his name? Gus Elizondo's connected to all of this, right? Gus Elizondo had his fake friend, Sam, who was a lawyer who worked for the DA at the time in the Cameron County courtroom. That's the most corrupt courtroom in the country, right? And they had Sam harassing me at a bar, right? Trying to antagonize me, same thing, trying to get me, challenging me, actually, literally, right? Pretending, fake challenging me, right? And that dude, literally, I just verbally talked because I'm smart and I make the right moves. And I literally, he literally still was shook and scared, and he ran to security. Like the next time that I was there and he tried to bother me. You feel me? So that's their tactic. You all antagonize me and then you want to try to play victim. Well, then that kind of forfeits all that what you did, right? It proves that I'm an innocent man and that all you people, like I said, the entire system was against me, which included corrupt cops, corrupt departments, which again, I've already had the lawsuits ready to go, bro. As soon as I get the lawyer, I'm taking y'all to court. So like I said, why would people keep typing on my page? It's not possible, bro. Y'all better do your job, homie, and get these people off my page, bro. Real talk. How is it difficult, man? Y'all don't understand. I'm not, y'all ain't got nothing on me. You can't move on me. You can't tell me what to do. You ain't gonna do nothing. Like I said, no, I don't get punished because I get mad. I get mad and I make sure that I win. Me getting mad is why I'm successful. Yeah, you're not going to treat me inhumanely, nobody. I don't care who you are, bro. I'm going to stand up on mine all day, bro. You got to understand, man, you got like Whack 100 talking about, oh, this and that, blah, blah, blah. No.
Do you know how hard it is to try to find a gap, to pause, to speak without stepping all over him? When he's manic, it's damned near impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricardo Bracken is here. We know him better, of course, as Red Pill. And what we are going to watch today, Red Pill, is going to prove that he's on his bleed big time. And here is Brother Ardash. Is it just me, or did they change something here? Our numbers are behind our names now. Richbartone 67 And Big OL Pappy 4735. Like, wow, this is just something else. And yes, Ardash, you're right. He's got some next level winning. And we're going to watch Batman is Building, just like it said in the title, because he's insane. He loses it so much here, so very much. This is going to be one of our better shows. I just have that feeling.
Harry Steve represents that, and all these fools know it. All these fools know it. You can't disrespect me. I don't care who you are, bro. All y'all ain't no better than me. You ain't above me. You ain't special, and you damn sure don't scare me. So you can miss me with all that. So now that we've evened the playing field, right, and you know what it is, and like I said, those people, they'll keep typing because that's what they do. So someone's telling them that it's okay. They've already proved that they actually literally have corrupt police in the departments. I'm sitting here telling you I stand against.
He's here now. He used to be just that guy. Now he's at that guy -NB7ZF. What the hell happened here? They did something, and here is at Lobsters. Man, I don't know. Maybe they're keeping closer track of us. It's always possible. Remember, this is something that Big Brother allows us to do.
And those people harassing me are who's doing the, and none of you are concerned about this? Come on, bro, you can't be serious, man. So, I mean, again, how can you sit there and act like, oh, these corrupt departments and these corrupt police and corrupt officials, 100%, right, are part of a conspiracy that's doing, yes, not even allegedly, it's right in front of your face. But we'll say allegedly, right? But we don't need to. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I just may do that as well there, Pappy. There's just something 1984 about that. Sheriff Gunsent is here on this Friday. We're going to be cooking with gas today, trust me.
Y'all are super obvious, bro. You do it in front of everyone. These are slow pokes, bro. These are people who, if you sat me down in a classroom, I would run circles around them with my IQ. And you think you gonna stop me? Not at all, bro. I'm not gonna bite my tongue or take none of what you're dishing out, bro. Y'all got something to say to me, like I said. I mean, what it is. Like, I'm out here trying to live my life 24 hours a day. They got people bothering me.
Yep.
Come on, bro. This been going on for years, homie. Every day, bro. You think I'm gonna be bothered every minute?
You are going to be bothered every minute. It has been going on for years, and now that it's out in the open, you have got to be one paranoid, mentally ill guy. You've got to be. You just have to be. Boy, okay, I made a mistake. Yes, I did. I clicked on this thing, and by golly, we went backwards. It wouldn't be a show if I didn't fuck something up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where this leaves us. Yes, indeed. Let's see where this leaves us. Don't scare me, please. Everything else is fine.
Right? But we don't need to.
Damn.
What are you talking about, bro? Y'all are super obvious, bro. You do it in front of everyone. These are slow pokes, bro.
Yep, moments like that will put a guy's heart in his throat. Trust me.
These are people who, if you sat me down in a classroom, I would run circles around them with my IQ.
All right.
And you think you gonna stop me? Not at all, bro. I'm not gonna bite my tongue or take none of what you're dishing out, bro. Y'all got something to say to me, like I said. I mean, what it is. Like, I'm out here trying to live my life 24 hours a day. They got people bothering me. Come on, bro. This been going on for years, huh? Every day, bro. You think I'm gonna be bothered every minute?
Okay,
they sit there
let me see if I can make my point this time. You have been under surveillance for years. You're under surveillance now. We came out about a month ago, 6 weeks ago or so, and admitted to everything that you ever suspected about us. We are the government. Double OA is government. Order of action is on your ass constantly. And when you throw in the Freemasons and the red triangles, well, by golly, it's just going to keep getting worse for you. Not to mention the voodoo salt that you ate on that enchilada platter. Everything that goes wrong in your life from here on out is going to be because of that cursed enchilada platter. You're welcome.
But stay pressed. I'm sorry, but what? I'm not pressed, bro. I'm good and free in the world. I do what I want to do. See, you're trying to play a psychological warfare game with me, right? Yeah, y'all people don't scare me, bro. And I've stood up to every one of you. I already defeated the system. All I'm saying is get people to stop typing on my page.
We have our first read it for the listeners. Comes from that guy. He cracked me up today when he admitted that he doesn't even have next to nothing. He has plain old nothing. I don't know if that's in this one or not. It's probably in one of his more recent ones. But I picked this one because I listened to this one today. I had to make a run, if you know what I mean. And I listened to it actually twice. So I have a fairly good idea of what's going to be going on with Batman is building. And when he starts off, he's right mopey. You'll see it as soon as I quit talking.
They act like it's impossible, bro. You have their legal names. I gave these corrupt people their illegal names. All they had to do was call the county and have them arrested. It's literally that easy, but you just don't want to do it, right? Because you're who licensed them to do it. You see what I'm saying? The corrupt departments are exactly who targeted me. That's why they took my Porsche for a joyride, which I'm suing you for, right? That's why they didn't tow my other car.
Does anybody here know the took my Porsche for a joyride story? I've heard the claim. I've never heard the story to my recollection.
That illegal, let people steal my vehicles. Like, come on, bro. You people don't scare me, man. You're corrupt and you're exposed. And anything you do from here forward, just like in the past, will be recorded, documented on video recorder, and you will go to prison and you'll lose your damn job. What do you mean?
We either have a new arrival in town or it's an old friend under a new name. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hunky the Horse to the show.
No, there is no fear here. Like, go ahead, try me. Real talk, bro. I'm sick of it, man.
Totally possible, that guy. Totally possible.
No, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to stand up to all y'all, bro. It's crazy, man, that y'all won't just let me live my life, bro. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm doing my thing, and these people all weird, bro. And then that's what they do. They expect, like, you to, oh, he's supposed to bite his tongue. He's supposed to not speak back.
Isn't that picture great? Caught in mid-pick. He's almost artful about the way he grinds that booger out of his nostril.
And not talk back. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you said something about fearing. So I fear who? You got people sending me text messages. They just sent me a text message impersonating a police officer. So you're telling on yourself?
Yeah, maybe not do that. That is kind of, we're getting gray area with that. Maybe not do that.
Is that really a wise move? You just impersonated a police officer. You know that's a crime, right? Come on, bro. You people can't be serious, man.
I suspected that it was you, Halfwit. The good day. Yeah, that's your usual greeting. So I was like, this may not be a new arrival. And it turned out to not to be. Glad to see you.
These people are a joke, bro. Like, real talk, homie. For them to think, to be that confident because they that slow and think, oh, they just going to keep on doing this. No, you ain't. Y'all all about to get locked up, bro. Real talk. And I'm just completely disappointed and in sheer shock because I want to have a conversation with whoever is supposed to be investigating this. The feds, FBI, whoever, you dropping the ball, bro. It's been too long, man. You should have had these people locked up 25 years ago. It's been 25 years. Okay, these people been doing this stuff online like some cowards. You know what I mean? Look at this fool. Here's another fool. Y'all can't teach people how to drive down here? You see the thing says I can walk, but they don't understand that the guy walking has the right of way. Just another wannabe nobody whose parents paid for everything. That's what all y'all are. And they'll really run their mouth. I don't respect none of you, bro. Like I said, I really don't care at this point. I got everything to lose and I still don't care. I'm not going to put up with this. I've had enough. I'm going to start calling all y'all out, and I'm going to get worse and worse with it. Watch. I know what I'm doing, homie, and you can't get me on nothing because I know how to talk. Like, nah, bro, I want to call y'all out. Real talk. Honestly, like, I want to confront, and I want to have a conversation face to face with everybody. That's what I want, just like I've been doing. I've been confronting you fools, and all y'all back down. So what you mean, bro? So you think because you in a position in some corrupt agencies, corrupt departments, you think you can push your weight around?
Hey,
you think you can tell me what to do?
Wait
really?
A minute.
You think you can just...
The order of action is probably the only purely clean department in the whole of the government. Yes, I'll say that.
Harass me. I know it's behind the scenes.
And another thing that I will say is please welcome John Cole to the show.
Nobody will find out. Well, that's about to come to the forefront because I know for a fact that the people who type on my channel are corrupt cops.
They're rocking in 2x2, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome. This t-shirt is backwards.
And people connected to corrupt cops. I have factual evidence for all of this. You understand? You got people right now that are a part of this group that they're already snitching and telling on the group. Y'all don't understand. This has to be done. These people have to be exposed. There is no choice. We can't dismiss this no more. We can't say, oh, words don't matter. It's not about words. These people are everywhere. Freemasons are everywhere. These people are a conspiracy. They're trying to trap me. They're trying to take my life.
No, they're not trying to trap you or take your life. Our job is just to isolate you from society. And we do that at a level that is higher than any other level in the world. Although I must admit, I still don't understand why the federal government doesn't pull some strings and commit you, because you being committed in the Texas State Hospital would be a hell of a lot cheaper than what they're paying us, baby.
Life. You know, I don't have a choice. I gotta stand up. So like I said, this is not going to continue. You're going to back off, stay off my page. As long as you're typing on my page, you're showing intent to try to cause harm to me. Correct? Okay, get off my page, homie. Right? And if you don't get off my page, then, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, you know, I'm going to be on edge and paying attention because y'all weird as hell. You know what I mean? Like I said, it don't make no sense. You can't just sit there and bluff all day with a real... Don't play like that, man. You feel me? Like I said, these people issued...
Oh, damn, Halfwood. I certainly hope that wasn't going on.
all of you know what's towards me, right? Like, don't make no sense, man. You trying to run your mouth. I'm on a platform that has rules. Make it make sense, bro. But still, my channel has no flags and I'm good, right? Because I just get to delete my lives.
That's another thing I believe we're going to hear in the upcoming live stream, formerly live stream. I think somebody flagged him and it's stuck.
Oh, I'll run my mouth all I want. I'll say whatever I want. What are you going to do about it? Any of you. I'm right here on the block right now. Matter of fact, I'm on 802 Ruben Torres right here. I'm right here, bro. I don't...
Damn right, that guy. I'm going to read this for the listeners. Double OA is above board. The red triangles are off-book black ops. The truth's out there, dude. You're surrounded. The red triangles love it when it's their week to surveil you. The Freemasons are actually fairly good at it too, but they are more on the money end of this thing.
From no one. I ain't scared of nobody. What's goody? Huh? These are my streets, boy. All of them. All of them. Every block. Right? Who's fake?
Indeed, Sheriff, indeed. Hail Sarton!
Huh? I don't get on phones and computers and talk crazy or greasy. I'm really about this. I'm really that. I'm right here. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? Any of you? What's up? I'm supposed to be scared? This ain't my country? I can't walk where I want? I can do whatever I want. What you mean? Huh? Every one of these people is weird, bro.
I do believe he may be the most nasal talking person that I've ever heard in my life.
Some weirdos really sit there and act like, oh, I'm supposed to be scared. I'm doing something wrong because I'm talking. He was raising his voice. He was talking. Yeah. And what? What do you mean?
We don't know.
Y'all weird, bro. Like I said, bro, y'all ain't got nothing on me. You can't do nothing with me. Y'all gonna stay losing, and that's it, man. I could care less, bro. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. They all so fake, so corrupt. They be all over that. Some fake nonsense to harass an American citizen, but they won't do their damn job. And y'all think he's scary? He ain't scary. These people committing actual domestic terrorism acts every...
I don't know what it is about that picture in the center of your screen right now, but it reminds me of, say, Jim Neighbors missing 2 front teeth.
Single day, and they won't do nothing. Nothing. All they do is sit here. Y'all a joke, bro. I'll be right back, man. Let's do the real show, Christina. Let's just be in a good mood, man. These people are wasting my damn time. For real, homie. You know what I mean? Fuck all y'all. How about that? Everyone.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the arrival of Shamrock 6440. Nice little tag going on there, too. If you've been here before, you know exactly what time it is right now. It's time to put up the rare, the beautiful 4-leaf shamrock. And when the 4-leaf shamrock is up, it's also smoke 'em if you got 'em. And I'll be damned, the show hasn't even really started yet. It's going to be so much fun.
One of you, fuck you. You ain't going to do shit, pussy. And that's a promise, faggot. How about that? Fuck y'all. Real talk. I'm tired of being harassed every fucking day. You damn right. No, I'm not putting up with it. Yeah, right, I'm pissed, bitch. I'm going to be pissed every day until you get these motherfuckers off my page. Get them off my dick, faggot.
The only way that's going to happen is for you to get off of social media entirely. You are a guilt-free target. You really are. You can be trolled, and nobody should ever feel bad about it because you're a genuine piece of shit. I will give him credit for one thing, though. Apparently he can take it. This has been going on a long time. Apparently, he can take it. I guess if you have NPD stuff like this, the stuff that doesn't hit you in the heart goes right off your back, just like a duck.
That's what all y'all are.
But that's only 3% of it that goes off his back.
Are on my dick.
Bad analogy. What could I say?
On my fucking Johnson. Y'all gay as fuck. Faggot. Yeah, I'm a celebrity, bitch. This how you treat celebrities, you fucking faggot? Right. And I'll tell any of you to your fucking face. Pull up, bitch. Any of y'all. Y'all some fucking pussies. How am I hiding, you faggot? Yeah, that's what I thought, pussy.
And it is funny how it always ends the same way. That's Tyrese Need Archive at rumble.com. That is Dutchy's site over there. Hello again, Sneedville. I am Rich Baritone, and Negative 43 TV is live for Friday, June 27th, 2025. This is a really good one that we're about to get into now. As we start, I intend for this one video to be the show, but you know how it goes around here. A 2-hour show is a mere walk in the park. You never have any idea of how long this is going to go on Negative 43 TV. I am Rich Baritone, 11 minutes after the hour. So let me see. Let me bring this thing up on stage. Hopefully it's not going to fuck with me too much. Old Betsy's had her problems lately, but she's a lot better. She's a lot better. So let's bring her up. And there it is. Stupid does not begin to describe this. This one here is a true classic. To me, this is classic Tyrese Need. This is called Batman is Building. And as we start here on this Friday evening, Tyrese feeling a little hangdoggy, a little down, a little sad sack. We hit the candy colored button and let's go.
All right. What's up, folks?
You sound defeated.
All right. So, everything literally is impossible and seems impossible right now, but God. That's all I have to say, but God, But I'm still going through it with everything that's happened with that steel armor I wear. And none of it was no joke.
What happened with the steel armor he was wearing? Anybody know? It sounds like something happened to it. I mean, he mentioned it anyway.
Like I said, this is why I've asked for funding and support, right? And help for the past 2 years, right? Because I'm putting everything on the line and we just don't have, apparently, normal people in the public that have any understanding or concept of survival or...
Yeah, I imagine that is honestly completely possible with that damn thing. I think we have an answer for you out there, listeners. It comes from Sheriff Consent. He throat punched himself. Fucking ouch, man. I haven't taken a shot to the throat in a long, long time. That's another reason I kind of lost my nerve for football.
How to do something or what I'm actually doing here and how much it helps everybody. And, most of them, I mean, the sad truth is they don't care.
Yep.
They don't have a vested interest.
Totally logical. And so Tyrese Need.
And what I'm doing. But yet, like I said, the government and all these illegal underground organizations.
We are not, wait. We are not an illegal underground organization. We are fully sanctioned. We are a fully sanctioned department of the United States government. How many times do we have to tell you this? And you really do have a problem with the red triangles. You also have a problem with the rooftop Koreans who have just joined the AAA as affiliates. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're on virtually every rooftop on your daily trek. And they've got, well, let's say laser sights on you at all times, attached to a you-know-what that is loaded with hobo tranquilizer darts. They're just waiting for orders to go. So you have another problem.
Funding domestic, you-know-what. Funding all of this illegal stuff and illegal activity that's going on is funded by your government. 100%.
You bet we are. A little something from that guy that the listeners need to know. Also, I think it's making his back and shoulders sore from where it swings on his bony frame. He said he tried to ice it, but it didn't help. He's wearing the plate carrier today. So at long last, that whole thing is really actually backfiring on him, hurting him. And I love that so very much. I just can't tell you. 15 minutes after the hour, you're negative 43 TV.
I'm not asking anything. Every premise that I present to the public is proven fact. I've been spitting documented facts for almost 2 decades now. That's a cute dog. Chilling in the shade. It's hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Of course.
Well, today I'm wearing the bulletproof vest. Figured I'd,
okay, here we
give
go.
myself a little break, see if that helps at all. I tried to use an ice pack yesterday. So,
You beat him to the point, that guy. You beat him to the point. Did you restream this earlier today? I'm thinking maybe you did. But it was just it just gets so crazy in the middle of it. I just had to have a look at it.
Try to do what I can, but it's a pretty difficult situation in a difficult area. But yeah, these folks, like I said, they're all weird as hell. I mean, it's written all over them, man. Like I said, they just don't want to see me come up. They ain't never wanted to see me come up. They don't want to see me rise. And they know I already did. And like I said, all these folks, all of them.
Who wants
everyone
it?
Out here,
Who wants it?
All these people are involved.
I muted the mic to cough. Here we go. Sheriff Godsent is our first winner of the mute game here on negative 43 TV. I am loving, one thing I'm loving is not necessarily losing the mute game, but the comments automatically on the screen. We know honestly who wins on the mute game. No more wondering about lag. It's a wonderful thing. Congratulations, Sheriff Godsent. Oh, dear. I hope we don't have another winner, and I haven't even hit up yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I have dab. I have wax for the first time in over a year. My dude doesn't usually carry it, but I decided, what the heck, it's only $15 a gram. I'll go ahead and get some. And I've got hooked up right here in front of me a bong, a rig. There we go. That DZ kindly gave me, another person that I'm really wondering about. I haven't seen him in quite some time, actually. Anyway, back to the point. It's all set up. It's all ready to go. And I don't know what temperature to set this thing at. I think I was setting it at 525 degrees earlier. Anybody have any ideas out there for me? I certainly don't want to fry my shit, if you know what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, it's no good 973. Everything is really good. It'd be even better if I shut the fuck up.
And they're all still sitting there watching me do this every day. They watch the channel. A lot of them have access to the channel, and they're all talking to each other amongst each other. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's pretty clear what y'all's character is. So you can miss me with the "Hey Batman" and the fake honks, and none of these people wanted to see me make it.
Now nobody wants to see him make it, and then he'll have everybody down there loves him. He goes from one extreme to the next on that one and does it consistently. Hey, look who's here. Temu Cosplay Division is here. Welcome to the show. I'll read this for the listeners too. We are pleased to know about the throat choking from the bat vest. Yeah, I certainly am. It's something that I hadn't contemplated. Then again, I've never worn a trash can cosplay vest. Never will.
That's the truth. None of them. They all have money, bro. All of them. Every single one of them, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, y'all got secrets and stuff. Y'all trying to move behind people's backs, right? And we just calling it what it is. Like, yeah, I already know what and who all of you are.
We're in your face every time somebody on Negative 43 goes to air. And even when people that aren't affiliated go to air, you're just such an easy target. Populist Uprising is here, or should I say Populist Uprising 86.
You understand? So, like I said, I already got this business exactly where I want it. I've picked up pace and momentum. I'm able to promote infinitely, basically, because of my own avenues and how I've built all this, right? You know, and at the end of the day,
Money Mike was excommunicated. He gave money to Dream. Yeah, you give money to convicted wife beaters. That's going to kind of scratch you off the list.
all just sitting there
Very disappointed
doing the same
in both of them, if I'm to be honest.
thing, right? Which is nothing, not contributing, not donating, not showing any support. The check's already made, partner. The money's already in the books. You understand?
No, I don't understand. I don't understand at all. And this seems as good a time as any to grift. Right now, we're sitting at $39.33 with 3 days left in the month. So things are, in fact, looking somewhat dire at this point in time. Let me go ahead and put the Super Chat tipping chyron up. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you can, please do. Negative 43 TV.
Batman already did his part. This is what happens every time. So what they're trying to do is, again, the same tactic, right?
Oh, you're welcome, RP. Not a problem.
And they just don't want to see me doing well. And I'm going to keep on pushing forward, whether it be with nothing. I don't care what happens. I mean, I have no control of any of it. Me.
Yeah, he slipped.
All I can do is the best I can. You know what I mean? It's pretty hard with no resources at all, with nothing. You know what I mean? And like, I've been operating with little to nothing for a while. So,
and the comment on your screen is the one that I reacted to. Little late.
It's pretty odd, man. You know, just the attitude that all these people, they're able to make money.
All right. DZ1119 is here. How are you? Let me read this. As much for myself as the listeners. Mr. Richbartone, how you doing, sir? I'm doing really, really great. Sorry I haven't shipped your PC. That's not a problem, dude. The dentist mangled me, and I have been recovering. I'll take care of it probably Monday. I appreciate that so much, but don't rush, man. Jeez, you can't catch a break lately here, can you?
They have opportunities created for them. All this entire environment, they all help each other. None of these people would even have a home if it wasn't for them working together and being unfair, right? And
yeah, sometimes it seems like just plain competence is becoming rare, just about any field.
They do, targeting one person, but everybody else.
I am sorry, DZ. That would have to suck hard.
Anything you need, we got you. That's the reality. Okay. Me, it's I don't get nothing at all. That's reality. That's why this whole thing, every breath I breathe is a revolution.
The rear teeth, like molars and such. Yeah, it is good that if they fuck up, to fuck up at the back, but you don't pay for a dentist to fuck up. Oh, dear Lord, no, that is not even on the menu. DZ, I was mentioning a few minutes ago that I have one of your lovely dab rigs set up because I actually have some dab this evening. So I want to ask you right now, I have been using 525 degrees. Where do you set your stuff at? Please tell me.
Breath I breathe is an act of you know what. You understand? This is you know what fair. We ain't playing around. I didn't come to play.
11 times, DZ? 11 times you had to go to the... Oh, my fucking God. I think after the second one, I thought, wait a minute. What the fuck's going on here?
You understand? Oh, no. No, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand when...
Okay, look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. He generally sets his at around 550. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see. 525 is real tasty. That's what I'm used to using. So I'll go ahead and stay with that. Please welcome Mimi Loves 3538 to the show. And I'm going to fire up my dab rig. And this should be a lot of fun. I'll bet this will cause more mute game winners. My money's on that much. So here goes the magic switch. Oh, it's been so long here. All right. He usually doesn't carry dab. Everybody he deals with just be loving on them cards, and I'm one of those people that's loving on them cards. Okay, we're set at 525 degrees. We certainly are. So let's see what happened. Oh, no, we're not actually. Oh, let me turn on the entertainment while I fuck with this thing. -43 TV.
You reach the point past anger where you start laughing about it, and you start laughing at these folks. You understand? Nah, bro. All y'all is funny, man. I'm not your friend. I'm the truth that you don't want to face. Just like down here, how they try to treat people and folks that ain't from here, right? Or don't look like them, as if anybody would want to. Yeah, no, I ain't come to sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a thou. I'm gonna tell you what it is for real. You feel me? So, like I said,
I agree, Mimi. We're smoking stuff that was fantasies, just fantastical stuff 10 years ago, 15 years ago to be safe.
with me, this ain't an act, homie. It ain't never been an act. Like I said, when I showed up to Austin, Texas.
Well, hell yeah, that guy. You know, smoke 'em if you got 'em is for everybody. The smokers, of course, can go at it. You can have a sip of your favorite beverage or have that second chili cheese slaw dog just like that guy's doing. It's all about what makes you happy.
You know, I was sitting on almost like a quarter mil, 300 thou almost. And, you know, spending, making bands, doing my thing.
Well, say something, asshole. You went quiet on me while I'm dicking with this thing. So let me go forward and pay attention to you more than this.
There he is.
Oh, there he goes. I have to admit, I am really, really, really excited for this hit. I really am.
That was nice of him. He gave me a water. I don't know if I'm going to drink it, but I have a water in my back pocket anyway. But, you know, I don't know. He seems all right. I haven't seen him in forever. But, you know, I told him just working on the business. He said, you'll get it. But that's the thing, you know, I already have gotten it. I already got all this rolling. I did my job. And like I said, all I'm asking from the public is, hey, can y'all, you know, send some donations, send some ample money, something concrete, right? Give me some stability, some cash to work with so that I can just get to my check 21st to the 26th. It's already over like 160 something dollars, I think almost. It's going to be today at least, right? I think it's around 158 and some change.
I had never even contemplated slaw dogs until about 35 years ago. I was listening to a Mojo Nixon Skid Roper CD. I believe it was Root Hog or Die. And he had a line in the song, and hot dogs with coleslaw on them. Oh, damn. That sounds good. And I've been a fan ever since.
Okay.
It's a Southern thing. I wouldn't have known.
So your boy is pushing against all odds, coming up against the impossible, doing his thing. Right? Your boy, again, has gotten more done than every agency. I don't care if they're a federal agency. I don't care if it's the Federal Bureau of Investigations. I've gotten more done than them.
You've done nothing. You've accomplished nothing. The FBI is not your problem. The order of action, the red triangles, and the Freemasons are your problem.
All of them are scrubs. You can run and tell them I said it. The feds ain't got nothing on me.
And the party really, really went up a notch. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome El Frost Vivo. We typically call her Frost. Myself, I call her Sis. And I think the reason that I call her Sis is what my dad called Mrs. Baritone. I think it imprinted.
Real talk. And let me inch up here a little more and I'll say something else right along with that. Y'all fools is funny. What? Yeah, one man is an absolute force, took on the entire criminal underworld on and won. right? Already, right? And we're looking to take it to each state across this entire nation. And the more stripes I take, whether it be in the street or on missions or whatever, the more money I make. This is a gangster movie, doggy. I don't know about y'all. Real talk. I don't know how y'all moving and what you doing, but you should already know about this and know what's good.
Oh, boy.
Right?
And yes, the Wolverine beard is back in a very, very sloppy manner because it's always done in a sloppy manner. But yes, Wolverine is back. He's Wolverine. He's Batman. He's a vampire. He's out of his damned mind. Negative 43 TV.
Oh, I love it. I just love it.
No, you don't.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You know why? You know why I feel so good about myself?
Oh, God, no.
Because nobody did nothing for me. Because I know I did it all by myself, literally. You know what I mean? Like, shout out.
If you did what you're doing right now all by yourself, it's nothing to take any pride in. You do know that, right? Yes, and he would be a day walker as well, R-Dash. That would be true.
Out to the people.
Hey, Logie, Bear is here. We got a good one going here.
Who tried to help just a little bit. But, you know, ain't nobody done really nothing for me. Ain't nobody done too much. And that's okay. Right? It is what it is. But that's the thing. That's what these people can't stand. And that's why I'm talking about it. It ain't to be no way. It's just the truth. These people can't stand that I didn't need any of them to make it. These people can't stand that I'm the only one who actually made it and did it, and I did it all by myself, all by my lonesome. Can you imagine? See, that's the thing on here. Y'all ain't talking. No, we've given you tons of opportunities, right, to talk. Y'all don't want to talk. What you're doing ain't talking. You ain't talking to me.
Trash Panda Man. Yes, that guy. It is a better description of his latest look. And I'm going to dab up. I'll be right with you. I'm going to mute the button, too. Mute the button. Mute the microphone. No, I'm not either. Fuck it.
You're not being nice and cordial and polite and respectful and professional. What do you mean? How are you expect to have a voice here when I'm in charge of whether or not you have a voice? What? So when I get all this money and God really puts me in this position of power because I'm already in one, I just need the money. Once God gives me that budget and that money,
okay.
What do you think? How do you think it's going to go for you? You think I'm going to let you do anything? Nah. Y'all made it impossible for me. I'm going to make sure I make it completely impossible for you. Feel me? That's just how I got to be. I've always been about helping people. Like, I would never, ever try to hold anyone back the way these people did me. But all I'm saying is, you got to stand up to your enemies. See, I don't try to hold fools back. That's weird. That's corny. That's cowardly. No, I just literally buck up, cowboy up, and face all my enemies. I don't run and hide and duck from nobody, but they all sure do. You know, just is what it is. I'm coming. You know, expect me.
It really is, Red Pill. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. You would almost have to see it to believe it.
Expect me, little homie. I'm coming. You understand? Just like I'm coming up, just like I'm rising. Expect that.
And yeah, Deezy's right. You've had to have heard about that. It is quite the topic, quite the subject.
Man, to rise. You understand? Expect it, because I won't have it no other way. You know what I mean? This is get rich or you know what, trying for real. Y'all seeing it in front of your face.
And you know,
all that fake
get rich or die trying? Is that what you're too pussy to say at this point? Oh man, I'm sorry that he ever found out about terms of service and shit like that. I got to protect my monetization. Yeah, check every 3 months is really, really something. It really is. What a dunce.
Stuff. All these things y'all kicked, I proved it all wrong. I've taken on every single person, an enemy. I've addressed everyone in the world. You understand? I got more stripes in the street than a zebra. You feel me?
Zebras get eaten by lions. I repeat, zebras Get eaten by lions. Negative 43 TV, 35 minutes after the hour.
So you want to know why I feel so good about myself?
Why?
Because King Kong ain't got on me. That's why. Boy, you understand?
Ooh, feel the rage. Yes, indeed. He's walking down a public sidewalk screaming like an absolute maniac. And if there's anybody near him, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Oh, yeah, later on in the show, somebody's going to talk shit about his muscle ups. It's so fun.
I'm a monster. And like I said, we run in the streets. We taking everything over. You feel me?
I absolutely do not feel that sentiment in any way whatsoever. Please welcome Mr. Smith, 1138 to the show. That's his new tag.
I love it.
Impotent rage, and yeah, indeed, he's just impotent in every possible way.
I absolutely love it.
No, you don't.
Feel me?
Okay.
Trying to stop an actual monster.
Okay, do you see the rooftop Koreans? The rooftop Koreans are there. That speck of light that keeps bouncing around his throat. Yep, that's a laser sight that's attached to a you-know-what. And it's got hobo tranquilizer darts in it. Enjoy the extra stress.
Literally, an immortal vampire. I love it, man. Don't get no better. You know who I feel kind of like sometimes?
Who?
You seen the movie with Wesley Snipes?
No.
I mean, I feel like him all the time. But it kind of reminds me of that one vampire. He's like the other species or whatever. And remember when he's like coming?
Oh, that sucks, Mr. Smith. That would have been very, very enjoyable for you, I'm sure. Where are you at now?
For like revenge?
Not that it's any of my business, of course.
I kind of feel like him. Like, it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling. It's a cool little feeling. Real talk. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just think folks is funny, man. I truly do. Think folks is funny. I don't think most of you are ever going to get it. You know, like I said, you don't know what this took, man. Y'all couldn't even imagine, but y'all want to sit there and run your mouth. All these internet folks. Y'all are internet folks. Y'all don't even go.
Heading to Waco. You know who I think about when we talk about Waco, Texas? Couldn't be anybody else other than David Koresh. What a guy, huh? Well, we'll just leave it at that.
Outside. Your opinion's null and void, man. It doesn't matter. And all them fools got an agenda. I was looking at that dude, that one that was talking, asking me questions over there on Jimmy's panel. Bro, you got to look around at your surroundings, man, and look at how you're doing, bro.
Wait a minute. He was on Jenny's panel? That is significant enough to move this back a little bit. I swear that's what I heard. How about you?
Ever going to get it? You know, like I said, you don't know what this took, man. Y'all couldn't even imagine, but y'all want to sit there and run your mouth. All these internet folks. Y'all are internet folks. Y'all don't even go outside. Your opinion's null and void, man. It doesn't matter. And all them fools got an agenda. I was looking.
You forgot God, DZ. You forgot God.
At that dude, that one that was talking, asking me questions over there on Jimmy's panel. Bro, okay. You got to look around at your surroundings, man. And look.
Jimmy's panel. This is what happens when you're a senior citizen that's using a headset, but only using one of the headphones. Just one of them. Thank you, that guy.
Look at how you doing, bro. You think you doing good. You doing horrible. You so far behind me.
He absolutely said that no further than 10 miles from his mom's house at any point in time during this entire thing, in fact. And you know what else is going on? Boo Earns 2 is here right now.
Unbelievable. You're not a gangster. You're not a real dude. So that's the thing. They be walking contradictions. And then they want to act like they can question you. Ain't that what you tried to do on that panel? Boy, stop it. I'm not there for you and your nonsense.
But everything you do is genuinely questionable. Oh, but dude, everything.
That's what I'm saying. I own billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 jewelry.
Here comes the inventory.
Coach. pay for my own car lot, over $100 every month. Got a portion there. I pay.
Yeah, I know. I was talking about that right at the very beginning of the show. I was wondering if maybe I needed to smoke because I started the show on the level and then that pops up. It's like, oh my goodness, they're tagging us now. It just kind of strikes me as a little big brotherish, but yeah, I'm going to take it off. I think maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of lazy.
25 racks for it. Sorry, but you talking to the mob. Sorry, but what? We're completely established independently. Tyree Sneeds who put in all the work. We run the streets. I've taken on every contender and every enemy. I don't have no beef.
That one is worth putting up on the screen. I won't read it for the listeners. It's a bit long, but it deserves to be highlighted.
All my enemies lost, partner. See how we're different? And I'm right here. Free and good and happy. Now let's see you do it. Renter, moocher.
Yep.
Sorry,
no.
What? They all live on Section 8, living off a voucher. He just keep running his mouth too. That fool is hilarious.
I am a runner. You would be lucky to be a runner.
Like, nah, I really don't like you, bro. I don't know you like that. I don't gotta like you. Don't ask me nothing. How about that? Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Nah, I heard.
And now our first Smoke 'em If You Got 'em is over with on this Friday evening. And you know who's on his way here. That's right. Everybody's favorite radioactive acid head cat. It's Schizo the cat. He's lovable. You might want to pet him, but you don't want to pet him. Trust me.
Heard what you said, bro. I played the tape back. Like I said, all that fake talk behind your computer. I don't care about that nonsense. That's what I'm saying. Y'all talk differently than you would in reality.
You know, I need a jingle for Schizo the cat. It would be worth it.
But in reality, you'd be kissing up, right? Oh, Tyree, you wouldn't be talking to me no way. Right? Come on, son. It's a fool, homie. Sit there with your little corny gadgets, like, dude, trying to copy everything I created. The sound barrier thing behind the mic, Tyree Sneed is who brought that to the internet. First guy, research on my videos. You know who I am, dude. Trying to pretend. Oh, you blocked me. I had every reason to block you. Can you hear yourself? You're a walking contradiction. You're a conundrum. You're rambling. Sound like a lunatic. What?
Well, I've been here 52 minutes and I haven't even mentioned the fact that the movie is done. Batman Madman is a completed project and it's going to debut tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Sneedville time, which is Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. Way the show is going to go tomorrow, we will be on the air with Saturday Madness at 5:50 p.m. Sneedville time, and we'll go right up to about a minute before 7, something very close to the top of the hour, because there's a 5-minute intro over there at YouTube. So it's actually not going to start until 7:05. It's the finalization of 6 weeks worth of work done in very short times, very short little episodes that I would work on this thing. It's not like I was grinding 8 hours a day, but boy, the details.
That dude pulled out a pill bottle on camera and federally indicted himself the other day.
Oh no.
Sorry, but what? I already went over that and talked about it.
That doesn't mean anything. What's in the bottle? Is the bottle empty? It just doesn't know. It doesn't warrant an investigation. I don't think. What the fuck?
Shut before we even had that conversation. You funny. A guy like you can't say nothing to me, bro. He said he got a warrant out for his arrest as we speak. So he can't even bring a girl over to the crib. Boy, stop it.
He can't bring a girl to the crib because he has a warrant for his arrest. Nope. Still doesn't make any sense.
It's almost 2 G's. It's more money than you'll ever see. You talking to them white boys making false claims about things they never did. Y'all ain't moving like that, bro. Y'all is bottom of the barrel. Y'all just
say hi to Ledgeview, and I am on dabs tonight. Just finished one. It hits different. It hits really, really different.
Don't know how to make money, man. And you know why it's so hard for you to make money? Because you're lazy. You don't want to work. That's all. See, priorities. You online running your mouth, trying to achieve some kind of fake identity. that don't exist.
Yeah, I kind of agreed with that, DZ. Yeah, age gaps can in fact matter a lot. Uh, it's your life, as we like to say.
Right? When there's no point. You don't have an identity. Just accept it and get over it. See what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never done that type of stuff, bro, ever, man. That's bottom of the barrel. That's crap stuff.
Well, whatever you're talking about, I don't even know. I'm too busy talking to these good people. Yeah, D's, that psychedelics, yeah, I'm too old for that shit. If I took a hit of acid, I would either A, laugh my ass off all night long and be up for about 24 hours, or I would go lay down in a corner, get all fetal, and just cry for that 12 hours. You just don't know how it's going to hit. I have other things that work for me.
That's crab in a bucket mentality. That's why they all so mad. You notice? And then they try to portray that they're doing these things. Y'all ain't even on it like that, bro. I don't move like that, boy. Stop it. Talking about the one dude's coming.
Hey, all right, we have a reunion with Mimi and Ledgeview. That's our kind of energy here.
How do you think I eat? Donations, begging. That's how all y'all eat. What are you talking about? We already proved that. Every member of the Red Triangles, they don't work. They don't work.
Yeah, we're getting at that age, We are getting at that age. My best friend, one of his friends, has ALS, and it came on him over 2 months. Started with, oh, my leg's hurting, and now he's wheelchair bound within 2 months. Good God.
They don't do anything. How hard is this, bro? Yeah, no, you ain't doing none of that. You just want to run your mouth.
Yeah, DZ, things like that is why I don't have a family photo album. I do not. My parents had like 5 or 6 of them, and I was talking to my dad once. I said, man, why do you look at those things? It just, eventually it's just going to become like a form of self-torture. You're going to look back at times that can never be again, and people that can never be again. And then about 3 or 4 years before he passed, we were talking, and he said, you remember what you said about photo albums? Yeah, Dad, why? You were right.
Right. And then the minute I go up there, I do some muscle ups on camera. Nobody can come close. And all of them are corny. The first thing dude say in his mouth, well, when you weigh 110 pounds, I don't weigh 110 pounds.
Okay, all right. This is a part. I'm being very conversational tonight, which is really the point of the show. But he said something here that should be heard uninterrupted. Somebody's going to talk shit about his muscle ups right now.
Yeah, no, you ain't doing none of that. You just want to run your mouth.
I have been,
and then
yes.
The minute I go up there, I do some muscle ups on camera. Nobody can come close. And all of them are corny. The first thing dude say in his mouth, well, when you weigh 110 pounds, I don't weigh 110 pounds. So why even say that if you ain't jealous? Like, dude, that shows how insecure you are, man. It's pathetic. See, that's why I don't be around these people like that. Ooh. That's why I don't be entertaining their nonsense. Because that's exactly what it is, nonsense. See, now you want to downplay my aura and who I am. I'll run everything, partner. I've been doing this for 2 years. Okay? The sheriffs and the cops know who I am and know this is what I do professionally.
Yeah, the sheriffs and the cops do know who you are. I imagine they've actually talked to you rather a bit over the last 2 years. The whole walking in public with a bulletproof vest, or what appears to be a bulletproof vest, is suspect at absolute best.
They respect it and respect me. Who are you, though? That's what I'm trying to understand. That's all. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be something I'm not. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to brag. This is who I am, partner. You know? It's just different. It's different when you can be yourself. Feel me? We take any longer, dude?
Yeah, I stuck with weed myself years ago for no other reason than it doesn't turn me into somebody that I'm not. A lot of substances do that. I need you to talk here. Boy, that was set up so well for him to come back in, and then nothing. You kind of expect that out of Ty Wiesner. He's terrible at this. Podcasting, he's absolutely awful at it, has no idea what he is doing, and that is part of what makes this so much fun. So join me, if you will, as we look for the circle of mouth. It's time to grab the slider of destiny, and we're going to the right. And if you're light sensitive, you might not want to look because this one could give us some flashes right there. So, okay, let's go back a little bit. We don't want to miss any goodness. And by goodness, I mean badness. And purgatory is just a weird place, isn't it?
Weighing me down, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't really know what's going on and how I have to move. Like, I don't have time for nonsense. I don't have time for people who don't really care and ain't really trying to help and don't get it. You know? Like, man, I need an electric bike. That's what I need. Real talk. I need an electric bike. I don't need people or things.
You need to be strapped to a gurney.
Things weighing me down. It's just pointless, man. Real talk.
Boy.
Got enough of that. I've had enough of that.
Speaking of having had enough of that, it's time to take away the Super Chat tipping, Chiron, at the bottom of your screen. And what am I going to replace it with? I'll replace it with a sponsor. This portion of the show is brought to you by Imaginary Trillionaire, and I will be the first to admit I need to update these gags.
For my entire life, people trying to hold me back and weigh me down. I'm all right, bro. Feel me? You got to get away from people like that, man. Y'all got to understand, bro. Y'all got to start waking up. But yeah, no, I've been had it a long time ago. Y'all fools ain't trying to let me even make it to my check and be okay. Like I said, it's common sense, man. It just is what it is. I'm done explaining it, man. You folks act like you got amnesia every day. Bro, I done talked millions of hours on here. I'm nearing and approaching 3 million views.
Yeah, you've talked a lot. A whole lot. Your actions, comedic but pointless.
I mean, there ain't no way y'all ain't heard me. You know, there ain't no way God ain't heard me asking for help. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get it. There's a honk. Hey, maybe that's a sign from God, you know?
No.
Like, I never lose faith, man. I keep my faith in God, but man, it's just like, bro, I can't do this with no resources and nothing and no help or support, man. If people don't go to that Cash App, I don't know what I'm going to do. You already see I'm dealing with enough as it is.
If people don't go to that Cash App, I don't know what I'm going to do. The key phrase in this entire thing. He's being truthful here. I don't think he intends to. I think he might be trying to gain sympathy, but it is a rare time where he actually says something that is actually true. 53 minutes after the hour, negative 43 TV. We've been here for 1 hour and 3 minutes.
I mean, I should at least not have to worry about that aspect of it. There we go. The man was filming. See, maybe it's a sign from God, you know? Like, I don't have no problem with it. I appreciate it. Like, makes me feel good. I'm glad I got fans everywhere, but
he was getting filmed, as he put it. Oh, why is finding this stuff so hard?
You know, I'm just saying, I just wish people would show some financial support.
No.
You know, like, I need it. I get nothing. Nobody's doing nothing for me. You know what I mean? And it just don't make any sense. You know, with as much as I do, as good as I do at it, you know, it's crazy. It's downright blasphemous if you want to keep it a buck.
It's blasphemous to not give him money. Never heard anybody say that in my life. It's blasphemous if you don't give him money. After all, he is the Son of God. And remember, every time he says that, he's really saying he's Jesus. And at the same time, he says he's God too. So I don't know. Maybe pick a job.
Feel me? But like I said, this gets a lot of attention when I'm doing here. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing here. That's about it. In a minute here, I might pause this for a second and do some videos while I'm walking. See, it's just like that.
He does not do that. We're at 23 minutes in. This is 58 minutes long. And we've been here an hour and 5 minutes. Guess who's talking too much?
Yeah. Identical, boy. And at some point,
yeah,
I'm gonna be able to glide and fly a little bit, and I'm gonna have a suit that's like titanium, aluminum alloy, and stuff. Hey, y'all don't get it, man. The risks that I'm taking are insane. So I mean, forget Tom Cruise doing his own stunts. The things that you're about to see me do, that you're already seeing me doing, are pretty macho, bro. They're things nobody would want to do, you know. So
Mimi, back in the day, there was nothing better than a nice speckled egg. I really enjoyed my speed until I didn't. Just about 89 or 90, I just asked myself, what am I doing? And I wasn't like, constantly taking it or anything. The question was, why am I doing this at all? And I just didn't do it anymore.
It is what it is. I mean, that's literally my goal, is to be able to get to the point that I'm like, I don't know what's going to result from it. That's probably why I have to keep my identity a secret. But like, when we get to a higher level, but
I'll read this one for the listeners. It's from Red Pill. He says to DZ, I've been on shrooms and speed before. At the same time, I'm throwing that in. That was over 20 years ago, of course. But I made it. Let me try it again. It made me black out. Damn, those dabs are good. The word was, I had a lot of fun. That is one thing that I never experienced. Somebody looking at me and saying, you should have seen yourself last night. Never had that happen.
I mean, I'm talking about flying literally, like flying with my wings, like through the highway if I have to, like stopping, all this crazy illegal stuff that they're doing, like they're trafficking, stopping it all from happening, like straight up. So, I mean, that's the goal, is to have a suit that's protective, but light enough for me to move, and where like I literally can withstand like practically anything. Hopefully that's what we hope for, right? Because if I can't, then it is what it is, then at that point it is what it is, and I won't have to worry about it, will I? You feel me? So, y'all just don't get what you're witnessing here. You're witnessing a dude making history.
We're witnessing you going deeper and deeper into insanity. You're floorless. You're just falling into an abyss that has no bottom. And it's startling, actually. You would think that there would be a point where it just like peaks, red lines. Not so.
Literally. This is why they had Kanye West saying, I'm the center character of history, because they know I am. It all has to do with me. I'm ground zero. I'm the center of the universe. I always was, always will be. And these folks are hilarious. When I be promoting,
I am the center of the universe. I really need to record that part and clip it. Speaking of clipping things, which leads me to movies. First of all, you know about the premiere 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, p.m. tomorrow. We'll have that movie going, but I'm thinking that maybe my next project might be put together from various streams. The last 20 minutes or so of every time that he's on, that's when he really begins to fantasize. That's where the most outrageous statements tend to happen, is within the last 20, 25 minutes of the shows. So I could take examples from 5 or 6 different streams, and I'm sure I could really put something together.
I've been gotten some slick lines from people too now, because they're all haters, right? So one of them was like, nah, I'm not clicking that, but I believe in God and I go to church. I said, you don't believe in God clearly because you're not even willing to support God's son. And that's it.
Oh,
That's all I got to say. And I know it makes them think twice. Like,
I got to hear that one again, kids. Just gotta. Don't ask me why.
because, they're all haters, right? So one of them was like, nah, I'm not clicking that, but I believe in God and I go to church. I said, you don't believe in God clearly because you're not even willing to support God's son.
Just plain wow. And for some reason, I almost believe it. There's always a possibility that he's lying in everything he says, but I think there's more truth to this than lie.
And that's it. That's all I got to say. And I know it makes them think twice. Like, man, what if that was really God's son talking to me? Because it is. You feel me? Like, you might want to worry about that. Because I'm who talk to God. God makes the decisions and I help him with them. So
God's the one that makes the decisions and I help him with them. So somebody, please pick this guy up. How does anybody let somebody like this just loose in society? They don't care. It's Tyrese Need, so I see why they don't care in this instance, but they don't seem to care in any instance. This guy has no business on the street. He has no business at his mother's house. I'm sure there are other people on YouTube that are in fact crazier than this motherfucker, but oh my, yeah, I just mind blown.
I mean, you're not seeming to get the point. See, you can't be like that. Y'all so-called women especially, y'all want to get on social media and beg every day. Why don't we say the truth? I know what all y'all do. All y'all want to, I sell this, I sell content, whatever, right? Something I ain't never been interested in or could care less about, common sense. And I got a girlfriend, right? Christina, who's amazing and beautiful, right? So my whole deal is this. If these women can make OnlyFans and they can all try to make a career doing that, begging, that's what they're doing, begging. You're just begging. You're just begging and you're basically taking advantage of desperate dudes.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong there. OnlyFans, if you're paying for OnlyFans, yeah, I don't know. Touch grass, maybe.
People, their desperation. So you're taking advantage of them when if you were smart, and this is why I talk about so-called
I will do that, Mimi.
women and say the things I do, which is all true and proven, you'd be out trying to look for a real man. You'd be out looking for love like every other girl before you the last, 6 million years. See what I'm saying? Y'all is weird now. It's a joke. Hold up.
Oh, but I don't want to hold up. Anyway, 3 minutes after the hour here on the
So a lot of these folks, they don't get. Y'all want to talk about the New World Order and the Illuminati. They don't make the rules. I do. God does. We're bringing and telling you the rules for humanity and what you're going to do. I'm not asking nobody. You're going to do it. You don't have a choice in this. We've been giving y'all a choice for too long. That's the point. These people don't get what time it is. Feel me? God ain't playing, bro. God told me vengeance is mine. You understand?
I just love that laser scope aiming at his throat, don't you? I really should give them the order one of these times.
I'm a one-man army and one-man team with God and Christina, and it's just that simple. But yeah, if all these so-called women can beg every day, right, I might create an...
Yeah, the chat on my end is it's working great. I have it set up on all comments. The comments on stage beta experiment is going very, very well indeed. Man, I don't know.
OnlyFans too, but I don't know what for. You know what I mean? I can do the Batman content on there. Maybe that's all I can think of, because I ain't doing nothing else on there. I'm not like that. I got a girlfriend. I care about who I love, you know? And that's the thing too. You women don't even have loyalty. Half of them got boyfriends, or they say, my man. None of y'all have a man. If you had a man, he wouldn't be having you run around rampant on the internet. Common sense. What? He'd put his foot down and say, Get off of my lawn. They tell you you're crazy, lady. What are you doing out here?
Ah, yes, the controlling aspect of Tyree Sneed, one of his more evil sides.
Right? See, that's the thing. The women just want to have, they're all narcissists. They just want to get away with whatever and do whatever, and then expect people to coddle them. Why? Because you're a woman? I don't care about that. See my point? Like, y'all really think you special. They really be thinking they someone. I'm telling you straight up, I can't stand them. None of them. Like, I can't stand them, especially when I see y'all on social media trying to act like you balling or you shining or something because you want to copy your. That's all harvesting my energy. Women ain't balling. You can't be balling.
Where does harvesting your energy figure into any of this? Man, sometimes I feel like I need to wear a helmet while watching this.
You don't know how. You're not a man. It's just that simple. I don't know what part of that you don't get. Like, shout out to you if you're shining and doing something, but y'all ain't. Y'all all sold your soul. See, shout out to the real women who actually get money, but where they at? Christina's going to be one of them. She's a real woman.
Christina is a series of pictures. A real woman, yes, but being used to front a catfish. Her pictures are being used to front a catfish. You have to know this. You have to know that. But you're locked into it. You're locked into it. You cannot admit that you've been suckered. You just can't admit it. It's quite funny, actually. Okay, let's see. Free water resulted in him cussing a dude out? Really?
She's going to have plenty of dough. She's going to be shining. The rest of you? I mean, what's up?
We have a new arrival here at the Negative 43 TV studios. Will you please welcome Caged and Happy to the show?
So that's the thing. Folks want to talk and run their mouth, but they don't want to make sense. Feel what I'm saying? You got to make sense when you talk. If not, well, you get made to look silly. And that's what the deal is with so-called women every day. So like I said, before you want to have an attitude and you don't want to show support for nobody, how is that fair, lady? Y'all are going online every day begging.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I believe that actually does come up in this video. He's bitching about all this water is all it's doing is weighing me down. Maybe try drinking it? I don't know. That's a novel concept. Maybe try drinking as much of it as possible. You have got to be one of the most dehydrated persons in the state of Texas.
Nonsense, which should be illegal. It should be a crime. I don't see how it's not. It should be considered, what they're doing. It's the same thing basically online. So if you can go online and beg every day and try to make a career and a living off of taking advantage of desperate men, desperate dudes, because there is no men, well, then I for damn sure have a right to give you my link and say, hey, check out this channel. See, that's what I figured out. I figured out the game.
Man, geez, every now and again I just have to stop it because he says something so stupid, so idiotic that momentarily my brain stops functioning. I'm sure that you have had that experience as well. Well, it's time to say goodbye to Schizo the cat, and when that happens, it's time to say hi to Stoner the dog. He's our other mascot here on Negative 43 TV. And get your provisions ready. We're going to do Smoke 'em If You Got 'em in about 10 minutes. Negative 43 TV on a Friday.
And I know they hate it. It's so funny. I love it because anytime I promote to them, some of them like it. They'll click it. They're cool. But a lot of them, they're like, nah. Like, okay, well. And I tell them straight up what it is. Well, then get off of here begging. Quit begging. Those are your choices, though. It don't work no other way. See, you can't do that.
That guy with the scope is really aiming at his throat, isn't he?
You can't have your cake and eat it too. Notice how so-called women want to do that all the time. They make no sense. They're delusional. Yeah, no, you got to get a grip now. They don't like it when you enforce rules and tell them what to do. That's too bad. You're going to follow them too, sisters. All of y'all. Feel that? No. I'm not here to be nice to you. You understand? No. People like that, they're weak. They want to be coddled. I'm not here for that. I'm here to put you in your place.
Deezy, I believe I did it correctly. There's nothing left in this banger. I got 3 balls in it, and my balls are spinning now. Well, take that one out of context, huh?
I'm here to remind you, stay in your place when I'm talking, and you'll talk when I tell you to. You'll do what you're told. Real talk, all y'all. I don't care how you take it. If you think I'm this and that, like I said, you're relating the internet and reality to personal experience. I mean, I'm nice to everybody and compassionate to people I deal with, but I just learned to not ever compromise myself. You understand? Like,
No.
I've been the nicest guy ever my whole life. Where did it get me? Nowhere. See, that's the point. You can't be nice.
Ooh, well, he just kind of admitted defeat there. Well, while I was off doing some other things to keep the show running, look who showed up. It is, in fact, Mr. Metal Skull. He's been here for a couple of minutes, but I noticed, hello there, sir.
And when people like me, when the nicest, most compassionate, most caring, kind-hearted people, when they go the other direction, we really go the other direction, bro.
And that guy may have a point of what we were talking about a couple minutes ago relative to water. I'll read it for the listeners. Nah, Rich, he doesn't trust water from strangers. He's too paranoid. And yeah, you're probably right.
That's what you don't get, because you're taking someone who got a heart and look at everything I've been through. Look at how I've been treated. You feel me? Like, nah, that's what you wanted to create. That's what all these people did all this for. Come on, man. You did it in front of everybody. It's not a secret, man. You wanted to make a monster, just like my dad did. And guess what? You created one. Feel me? I don't have no compassion, no remorse. I basically don't have a heart. Not when it comes to stuff like that. Not when it comes to people who are wrong. I don't care. Okay? I'm cold as an igloo. I don't care how you feel.
I was going to mention Lunzi. I really was. I'm quite concerned. Haven't heard from him. Haven't seen him. If you don't know, he has a rather serious medical condition going on right now. So he needs thoughts. He needs prayers. So don't forget Lunzi tonight.
I'm not asking. So again, to address everyone on these panels, keep my name out your mouth. I'm not you. And if I'm being nice enough to even talk to you, you should be grateful and appreciative. You need to watch your mouth. Okay? You're not going to sit there and talk to me anyway. They want to get away with things, right? Hold on. That they get away with other people.
I have not heard from Negasonic in a long time, and Skull Kid Boy is kind of MIA.
And no, it don't work like that with me. You're going to talk to me, right?
He sure did, Red Pill.
Talking to gangsters crazy on the internet. And it's just so crazy, man, how none of them, they all want to act like they don't get it, but they know reality. Like, okay. All right, partner.
Do you really have Corey Feldman's attention? I would be so proud of you if you do.
Whatever you say, pumpkin. Feel me? People don't get, I don't care about nothing. I got nothing to lose. The way I see it. Wasn't my choice. It's what all
Oh, thanks for telling me that, Sis. I appreciate that.
these people did to me intentionally. What do you mean? There's Fido.
Also, good to know that Nega will be back. I hope his real life stuff isn't too horrible.
Good doggy. Right.
You really do have Corey Feldman's attention. Oh, Lordy B, you got to give me some links.
Get some of my own water in my system. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't trust nobody. I don't trust none of y'all. Like I said, y'all don't keep your word. I just don't understand that. Like, shout out to you if you're on my side.
You're right, DZ. The last 2 minutes has relieved a little bit of a burden on me.
You support me. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm a human, man. I got too much going on.
Hey, I don't know what's going on. Somebody needs to clip that. If you're archiving,
Like
get
I
this.
said, y'all don't keep your word. I just don't understand that. Like, shout out to you if you're on my side and you support me. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm a human, man. I got too much going on. All I know is it should not be this hard
Okay.
to get a couple of measly donations. That's all I know. You feel me?
Measly
And y'all ain't
donations.
getting no money either. You ain't getting no donations. Stop that, bro. With y'all fake stuff you put up. That's what the penguin was doing. Because the penguin gets no money. Penguin, we can see when you doctored screenshots, just so you know. That boy's hilarious, man. He's so desperate.
Oh, by the way, a couple of weeks ago, Ty, we very strongly insinuated that Jared and his brother were, well, having sex. No doubt they heard about it. They watched this asshole. That would be addressed. That would be addressed. The word pussy does come to mind. If somebody said that to me, that would be addressed.
He want to pretend with me so bad that he doing some, bro. I don't care about money, man. How many times I gotta tell you the same thing? You keep talking, running your mouth. Right. Yeah, you want someone upset because you are. He projecting because he mad at the success. Good, boy. Every time you project, it makes me smile. None of it exists. See, it doesn't go any further than that. All you're saying to me is blah, blah, blah. I'm weak. You're pressed and triggered at my success thing. One, stay mad, homie. Stay mad, little homie. You understand? I took a look at you, too, the other day, man. You looking rough. Huh. Yeah. They had that boy on the panel lie. He had the audacity. Look at me, people. Look how beautiful I am.
I was really hoping that Corey Feldman would come somewhat close to my vicinity so I could go to a Corey Feldman concert. It looks like it would be fucking hysterical.
He had the audacity to tell me that Batman looked rough. Look at him. I'm talking about, look at that dude on Groovy Jimmy's panel. Boy, stop it. I look rough. I look better than Brad Pitt. I don't look
scared of the American Dreams Wolf Pack. Good Lord in heaven.
Rough. I look at the screen. I look great. What do you mean? I got my beard going. I look young and youthful. I age backwards. You guys to be crazy, son. That's why people like that, I don't get near. I don't talk to. You're delusional. Feel me? I don't care what you tell yourself or what you do. Feel me? At all. You do what you do. Let me do me.
Oh, let me do me. From where I come from, that is, of course, you do somebody, it means fuck them over. Oh. The other meaning came later. So, yeah, he's right.
They all mad as hell. Now, we making money over here, and you can't stop that part.
Okay, if you can see it on the screen, Joey is queued up, and what the heck, we may well go over there. Might stay here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hit the button, Rich. Come on.
It's just going to be about whether I can even get to it or not. You know? Like. And
now joining us, it's Joshua Carlton, 1330. Hello, sir.
It is what it is, man. Like I said, I don't. There's no way for me to do this. I mean, it's impossible right now. If people don't step up and donate, I don't know how I'm going to get through this time. The bank account, and that's the crazy part. Like the bank account, I just can't touch it no more. I think it's got about $11. I got banking fees. It's like a $7 and a $3 fee, I believe. Hopefully that's all. So it should be.
That would leave you with $1. Good thing.
Be able to stay positive at this point. But that's why you send cash apps and donations, right? But they're doing it on purpose towards my finances, right? Knowing that I make money and I'm running a full company, right? There's no choice. I mean, you can't stop while you're running a company. You can't compromise or you won't get to this point. See, I'm teaching y'all how to be successful. These people are not proving me wrong.
Take a minute and read the highlighted comment, please.
They're not proving any point. They're proving that they're petty. You see the point? Hey, you can do whatever you want, man. If y'all ain't going to show me no support, I mean, when have you? I did it myself for 2 years, man. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that people know it's been hard as hell for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if I got to start asking for stuff from people. I mean.
Another highlighted comment from Joshua Carlton. Hey, Rich, have you heard anything about the Willow Davis NAL situation? No, I haven't. Will you please fill us all in? I haven't watched Willow in a long time. I don't know. After Jessica ruined Cobb's life, I just really haven't had any interest in it.
It's not easy to even do that, but you know, hopefully people will feel sorry for me and, give me some doll hairs to pull over and hand me some dollars. Anyone can give me cash in front of me. They can donate. I got a Cash App, a PayPal, a Venmo. But right now I need help, and it's because I'm coming up against all these legal organizations. And
yeah, so do I. So far this month, we have $39.33, I believe. Thank you for the tips.
Underground sets and gangs, and, all these underground criminal organizations, these witches covens. And it's all true, and I defeated them in front of your face. This isn't that I'm losing, it's that I won. If I hadn't have won, they would gladly donate to me. They wouldn't care. See the point?
No.
It's a badge of honor, man.
Not wait. Not now, not getting any money from anybody is a badge of honor? Is it really? I think you're in a way being told to go fuck yourself. People want to see you starve to death. And speaking of him starving to death, I think he released the video today, the side view of him doing his stupid inertia pull-ups. I think he may be sub 130 at this point. He might be 125, 120. His corporeal body barely exists.
I'm super proud of myself. When they don't want to show you support.
Okay.
When you don't want to show.
All right, Joey is live. We'll give him about a minute or so we're not completely at his mercy. I think we can get away with that. He doesn't seem to be deleting today, not that I've noticed. Oh, right, Joey in the backyard.
So people support it.
Okay, Joey in the backyard.
They're able to find the channel.
That is just too good to ignore. So we are going to switch over right now, live, to catch the latest from Tywee Sneed. Oh boy, come to me now. Okay. Batman Runs the World donation show. 2 people are watching, ladies and gentlemen. Bow and Scrape, the real Tyree Sneed, is here on this Friday night. And he's the guy that puts the party in the party. Trust me when I tell you that, because it's true. Click on that. I think we're going to have a show here any second now.
Real thing. You see me, I'm in the street all day long.
He is definitely dreadlocking at this point. That cannot be denied. And since we are now in the presence of the real Tyree Sneed, right now it is time. Here comes the pit boss coming right at you. Indeed, it's Smoke 'em if you got him. You're on Negative 43 TV. I know that I've been somewhat sloppy since I took my first hit of dab. I think if you go back, you're going to be able to tell the difference pre-dab and post-dab. It might just be me, but by God, we're going to see what happens again. Time to turn the nail on.
24 hours a day. How can you claim to be real or be anything if I'm out in the street and you behind a computer? Exactly. Be quiet. I'm not hearing what y'all talking about, man. So you got some dudes like that they want to, chill on these panels and, they just want to pretend in front and this and that and whatever. And I don't care about none of that, bro. Feel me? I don't care about none of that. I don't care about what you talking about. None of that, fool. It is what it is. Me, I'm going to take what I want. I'm going to get what I want. I'm not going to ever worry about nothing. You understand? Because it's just clear as day that that's all these folks want me to do.
You're going to be meek and mild. Stop yanking our chains here.
Dude, it just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is a donation show. Y'all should be donating. I don't know what's up with y'all. I don't know what y'all have against supporting folks. I'm telling them all off too. The people I promote the channel to, I'm telling them off when they like, oh, I'm good. Okay, cool. Keep hating and be quiet. I ain't trying to hear it no more from nobody. I'm not going to put up with nothing. Like, you're going to get the same dude. I don't care who you is. And that's the reason why I don't, dudes like you, bro, that dude who was talking on that panel, you don't understand. You ran your mouth. Now it's my turn to respond, right?
Please welcome Joe Pat Krakuri. He is now Joe Pat Krakuri 1227. I'm just loving this thing here.
So you try to catch people off guard when they're not even paying attention to you and you talking behind my back, bro. So every move that you do is cowardly, right? The other dude's all right, man. I don't have no issue with him. Like I said, we good, we cool. You know what I'm saying? We talk. I went to his chat today. We cool. You know what I mean? It's got nothing to do with him. It's about that other fool, that one that wants to hop on panels, and he on there 24 hours a day with nothing going on for himself. He was bragging again today, talking about how he's doing this and that and trying to make illegal money. Like, yeah, you have to do illegal activity to make your money. Well, guess what, sir?
Well, if you're doing illegal activity, yeah, the money would probably need to be laundered or something. And you're right, DZ. Every time you pause this guy, there's another clownish facial expression. It really is bottomless. And hey, CIA hole is here as well.
I made whatever money I made today, right? I made it legally, following the law. That's what smart individuals do who actually can build a future. Like, let's be real, I have a future. You don't have nothing going for yourself. You understand? What is you talking to me for? What? That dude.
You have a, yeah, there you go again. You have a future? When did this occur? You don't have a future. Who do you think you're kidding? I mean, come the hell on now already. Really? I mean, truly, come on now.
Literally let that fly out his mouth talking about you blocked me like a what? Like, you mean like what you are? I'm sorry, but what? Blocking someone makes you something? So we gonna use troll terminology? You a troll, homie. You understand? That's why you got trolls, right? Going in on you like they like that, and that was a girl, right? Whoever that was, right? That Hello Darkness account. Yeah, I'm gonna spell out everything for you. And they were going in on you. And yes, I was laughing at you because I think it's funny. Like, what? Like, yeah, they said it's story time. That's exactly what it is. A whole bunch of made up stories, right? Like, come on, bro. You gotta learn who you're talking to, man. You're talking to the only self-made trillionaire ever existed.
I have not seen it, DZ.
These people, like I said, they doing everything possible to try to keep me back and hold me down and keep me down. I'm not down. I was never down, man. I can't be down. Like I said, y'all need to move out my way. It's just that simple. At some point, you just got to tell people, move, bro. You got to move, man. You're like, y'all really trying to get in the way of my survival and me making my money. Like, you need to move. It's not difficult. You're going to move. It's not a choice. When I see the money, I'm coming full speed to the money. And you better get out my way. That's what it is. So, like I said, today, you saw what I did today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Performed a miracle live on camera in front of all y'all. I did the left hand. I got it. I got the pull up with the left hand, one arm, and I got the pull up with the right hand. I personally like the right hand video a little bit more. You know what I mean? I took a still picture of it. I have it. I may put it on there on the community tab on the other channel. I may bring it over. But, like, folks just ain't messing with me, bro. Ain't nobody coming close to the Batman. I'm telling you that right now. You got to understand, like, it's all good, man. Like, while y'all talking about boxing, like, I have a lot of knowledge about boxing. I mean, I only did backyard boxing for like a decade. I mean, I'm 10-0 in my own league. I'm undefeated. I know a lot about it. That's part of what I do. I do a lot of hand-to-hand for real, though. So it's like, I make a career doing what I do. What I do is a lot harder than boxing, bro, because I'm in the street. You understand? So it's two totally different ball games. So that's why it's funny to me, because it's like all that fake stuff that dudes is kicking and talking about. With me, you got your green light, you got your chance, you got your opportunity. I'm like when they waving the red flag at the bull. Yeah, come on, boy. And y'all just all scary. Every single one of them is scary. You's a coward. Like, quit talking on the internet, fool. You
scary cowards. You only get that kind of entertainment here on Negative 43 TV, 28 minutes after the hour.
Feel some way, what's good? Right, ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna say nothing. So just be quiet. That's why I don't talk to folks like that, because I already know me, and I'm gonna lose my patience quick. You understand? Because I already know in person, right? I already know exactly how I talk to people. I know how I react, and like, I'm not even going that route because I'm smart.
Yeah, you're right, that guy. Starvation definitely weakens a person.
Smart. See, they trying to talk like us, like the real, right? That's why that fool's talking about, man, that's a full-fledged bozo. Talking about, what do you say? He said, yeah, I'm staying inside. That way I don't go to jail. Well, how's that crippin'? I thought you was claiming to be a gang member. See how fake you are? What a fraud, bro. What is you talking about? Are you afraid of jail? But
you're the fraud. As far as a gang member goes, you are a fraud. You're not affiliated with anyone. You are a fraud. You are a poser. You are somebody that they see as exercising like a stolen valor of sorts. You're a poser, dude. Come on.
Crippin'? Cuh? Come on, cuh? What? See what I'm saying? See, this is the problem when these fake dudes start running their mouth and they expose themselves and then they don't expect the same treatment as everybody the past, I don't know, 35 years. And I'm 35 years old. Nah, you get put in your place. Like, don't come.
Okay, DZ, here's a question. I think the first time I started this thing, it must have been some kind of a mistake. I have it at 525 degrees. The last 5 is blinking. I'm sure that you remember what nail I have. What the hell do I do to just make this thing go now? Because it's just being an ass. It's taking my attention.
Come at me, homie. Don't talk to Tyree Sneed and think you're not going to get put in your place like everybody. Everybody gets the same treatment, verbally, right? So that's the thing. In person, you know who I am. So that's what dudes will do now because I made it, right? They want to pretend they playing with me, which they don't do in front of my face.
Joshua, I think he does that because he's paranoid about the terms of service. He's very, very paranoid about the terms of service. He used to not care at all, but then he got monetized and this whole thing happened. So he'll delete them because he thinks he fucked up, and then he'll start another one because he's manic as hell.
Anyway, right? Because I've always been the guy that even though...
Turn it off and back on. All right, I will do that here. That would be the black switch at the back. Ah, yes, setting D-nails with Richbartone live on -43 TV. So I'll turn this back on in a minute. Meanwhile, let me give you more of what you're really here for. Yes, indeed, an old pothead struggling with new technology live.
Oh, I made it. I'm still the same gangster. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. People know my history. They know who I am. I don't let dudes like that even come around me. You ain't going to talk to me at all. Just keep that moving. Talking to a straight gangster and a real man here. Is you crazy? Only self-made trillionaire.
You're not talking to straight. You're not talking to gangster. And right there it is. It's so many times you pause this and his mouth is just absolutely flying.
All my money I made legally. I'm sorry, but what? Well, you better ask about me. Talking about that little money stuff. That's crazy, man. Fools living on Section 8. Get themselves a couple of trinkets and think they something and think they competing and think you got a voice. Like, can you get any more entitled, little homie? I wasn't talking to Jimmy. I was talking to people like you. I called all of them out and they fake Crips. That's 100%.
So noted.
100% facts standard. Crips ain't online 24 hours a day, doggy. What are you talking about? I don't claim nothing. I ain't none of that. I'm Batman. Like what you showed on video, you should not be showing around me. You have no self-awareness, bro. You done pulled out a pill bottle on camera. That's how slow this.
So what? And what would you know about somebody not having self-awareness, not having any yourself? You can't judge.
This little homie is in front of Batman. You never know who's watching, little homie, right? You pulled out a pill bottle. That was your first mistake. Then your second mistake, right, was you kept running your mouth and you keep running your mouth about, oh, I'm doing this and that. You keep doing that because I'm going to tell you what, my good sir, what you going to end up looking at, common sense, is a federal indictment with the red triangles. Common sense. And it don't even have to do with the red triangles. It'll just be the fact that you'll end up going to prison for whatever illegal activity you're doing. I'm Batman, dude. I come up against criminals, bro. This dude, they're like, who's he talking to, bro? Who is you playing with? Like
we're playing with you. We're playing with you. We're not even really playing with you. No.
These fools is funny, bro. On the internet, bro. Running their mouth like they us and they so backwards they have no self-awareness to do completely delusional. Like, dude, you just make the game all too easy, bro. Like real talk, you just gonna show it to me? I don't even got to do no Batman World's Greatest Detective work. You just gonna show me what it is? That's what I'm saying. These fools today, they easy, man. They make the game too easy, bro. You know what I mean? I hope it ain't that easy, you know what I mean? But I already know it ain't because, like I said, I'm going to be in the street and everything and going on missions. You know, dudes like that, that's a whole joke, man. You know what I mean? You funny, bro. You doing it to yourself. Like, you over there talking like you making moves or something. You thought you was hustling?
Oh, okay.
See, I'm like Vin Diesel.
All right, it's working. It's working. I may have figured it out even.
In that movie, a man.
Better get ready with the wax stuff.
And apart, like you thought you was crossing them over?
Dab, wax, it's all the same.
Because you got this little played out platinum? Yeah, look at them with the numbers because they mad, right? Those are all the crooks and criminals. And they all associate together with people like that. Like what? Every minute of every day he on panel, jumping around everywhere I go, talking about, I don't even know this dude. He came out of nowhere. He like, that's crazy. Talking about, oh yeah, everyone's a troll. They don't make any sense. And you do? I'm sorry, but what? Oh yeah, you the second mistake you made too, you was talking about what you was buying, right? That's another crime right there. Like, silly, bro. You got to understand, man, this is the internet, bro. You put way past the millennium, bro. You better understand and wake up. Media against you every second chance they get, man. You just not getting it. See me, I'm not you. I don't run and tell none of that, bro. I just pay attention, bro. You know what I mean? But I could tell you one thing: a
You
dude like
don't run.
that,
You don't run and tell my ass.
nah. Anybody that makes they living illegally, I'm not trying.
You know that guy? I come from a generation where this would be a serious boo-boo to even say out loud on a media like this, which didn't exist back then, thank God, that I was in fact in possession of what they used to call paraphernalia.
Trying to get along with you, bro. See, I don't like y'all. That's what you don't get. Like, I don't. I really don't. I don't like criminals. I can't stand y'all. If you want me to be honest, you understand? That's what you don't get. Like,
All right.
nah, bro. You can say what you want, but I'm upright and I'm righteous and I always have been. That's why all
Tell
these
you
people
what,
respect me. All of them. I don't.
I'm going to mute the mic and I'm going to hit this thing up. And afterwards, well, we may have a mute game winner. Let's see. Negative 43 TV. I'm Rich Baritone and I'm about to use drugs.
I don't have nothing against nobody. Like, why would I have something against the people who actually do their job? That's all I want people to do the right thing. I'm against corruption. I'm against people doing stuff like what you doing. Like, come on, bro. Sitting there and you know exactly what you're doing to your own community with that nonsense you doing and you don't care, but you want to tell me something. Yeah, use another hater. Just another one who will never amount to nothing, making up Ponzi schemes and fake story. That's why that's your name, right? Right, because everything you talk about is some fake scheme. Everything you talk about is fake. Right, yeah, they was making fun of him, talking about it's story time with this dude. Right, it's exactly what it is. A bunch of stories. He want to act like he me. So, like what, bro? You are not me, bro. You know what I mean? Like who you talking? I know you ain't talking to me. Talking about yeah, these dudes is what like oh the irony. You feel me? I know a lot you don't know, bro. Trust me, you don't know nothing about me. Clearly, I know that much. So that's what I'm saying, bro. We've been running this game for a minute, man, for a long time, and you got dudes that don't even know what's what. Don't know. They don't know nothing, bro. And like I said, it sounds almost like him because he be running his mouth, talking in the opposite set tone and force. The dude is mad weird, man. Like all them dudes, like they just it's weird, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I ain't got to be cool with who you cool with. I may be cool with you. That don't make me cool with who you cool with. This say I'm not the Kool-Aid man. I ain't just trying to be cool with everybody, right? Y'all a little too cool for school. Y'all want to be cool with everybody and everybody's
What
friend.
did
I
I
want to be the
say? What did I say? We have another winner here on the mute game on Negative 43 TV. It's Joe Packricker. He definitely takes the laurels on this one. And what I said came true. I muted the mic while I used my paraphernalia, and I'll be damned if I didn't turn the mic back on. There you go.
friend. I want to be the friend of somebody I have no respect for who's a joke. And
Hail, Sir Todd. Hey, your first win. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. It's actually a pretty big one.
who can't even make a living legally. Like, bro, stop being lazy. Get up and get off. Get lazy. You know what? And go work. Like, what? Are you serious? Like you really got on the internet and thought you was saying something to me? Are you serious, bro? How far from reality is you, cousin? Like, what? Talking about, yeah, you called this person that. You really just misquote.
Try searching for his tag, the whole at that guy and the blah blah blah. That might get you there. I think it will.
Quoted a gangster. I never said anything like that about Jimmy. Like Jimmy is whatever. I think everybody is fake fake flag and false flagging, right? How does that statement not stand? I didn't say nothing to Jimmy specifically. There you go, lying. Right there, what you just did. If you lie about something like that, just like if you place like a false jacket on someone, or you give them a fake name, or you're talking behind their back and not making sense, It's not talking about you. People talking about you is talking about you. They ain't talking behind your back. They saying it right to you in front of you, and you ain't doing nothing about it. See, that's the difference. You understand? This is the thing with these fools, man. With fools like that, they the ones who always in jail and prison. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. I told you just like when I was in the Alpha Pod, they was all delusional like him. Like, yeah, and I'm gonna predict in your near future a bunch of karma coming from God. Watch, I'm predicting it right now, calling it out. Instant karma to you. Real talk. Watch. God gonna deliver. Watch. Because the lifestyle that you live in is corny, it don't make no sense. And you like don't know how to just be a normal person. And because of that, I just see it in your near future. I could see prison and jail in your near future. A dude like that, he gonna end up back in prison. Like, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for him. I'm supposed to care. You know how many dudes like you there are? Do you understand that you're the type of individuals that I come up against and win?
Do you understand that you're a complete loser living at your mommy's house and you're almost 36 years old? You're a weak ass.
Do you understand you're basically half the reason why I do what I do? Like, what? Bro, you made a mistake saying my name, bro. I know that. But see, them fools be jumping out the box.
Indeed, be careful there, DZ. And you know the show, the odds of us being here in another half hour, pretty darned good. We'll be here until about the bottom of the next hour. So that's going to be about 49 minutes, something like that. We got plenty of fun coming up.
I told you they can't think. They not the brightest crayon in the box. You gotta understand when you talking to a genius. Then he saw the 52 blocks. He goes, "Yeah, Batman, maybe." There's no maybe. I'm exactly what you said. Yeah, that should be common sense, brother. Like I said, you got a whole channel. You watched it because you said you came to the chat, so you know about me. Oh, quit with the front. But you want to say other people fake. You fake. That's the fakest thing you can do. What? Talk to a monster on the internet and I want to pretend and talk to you some way. You can't talk to me anyway because you're an inferior to me. I'm your superior. You got that, pal? I'm not these other folks and I'm not a YouTuber. I don't care how you feel. I'm talking to you direct. And see, this is what they're doing. They get on the panels, they start talking weird, crazy, antagonizing because they looking to play victim. And someone's telling them to do that sucker stuff. And I think I know who it is. And all of them looking at federal indictments and life sentences and going to prison, right? So, it is what it is, man. I mean, you want to continue to federally indict yourself, go right ahead. But I'm gonna suggest strongly, I wouldn't say my name if I go on the panel and you up there. I wouldn't say nothing to me. I'm not talking to you, and I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna say straight up, bro. I'm not talking to you, bro. I don't talk to snitches. Sorry, I don't do that. Yeah, that's weird, man. Feel me? So that's the first order of business today. That's the first cat out the bag. Right. Furthermore, like I said, you see me, I'm an unstoppable force. You see what I do. You see what I make a career doing. This is all real. Like I said, people respect me down here. I have an amazing job, amazing career. What I do is fun. It's awesome. And like I said, the whole time that you just sitting inside doing nothing, right? Skimming through the internet looking for something to do. You're worried about women. I got a girlfriend, Christina. Like I said, we haven't met in person yet, right? It's the first time I ever done a relationship like that. No problem. Me and Christina are happy. We're madly in love. Like I said, we're going to be together. She's coming right here. We're going to be happy, right? And we're looking at a settlement for 6.8 million guaranteed, little homie. What are you talking about? We're looking at possibly 30 to 50 million dollars. What are you talking about?
We don't know.
Quiet and learned who to respect and learn the pecking order, and if you had any self-respect, you could have just been nice to me out the gate instead of acting like you questioning me. Don't be fake, be real. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about I know you mean well. So you think you know me? Oh, you don't know me at all, which I also responded to already preemptively. I'm a genius. You got to catch up and listen to me when I talk. Like I said, this is why they doing what they doing, because they triggered and pressed at my success. Feel me? They can't handle my success, coach. They can't handle what I'm doing, what I'm kicking, how I'm living. Like I said, bro, let me explain something to you, bro, direct, the homeboy who was talking panel behind my back or whatever. You will never live like this. You understand? I don't show you nothing because it ain't none of your business, but you will never live like this, ever. What? I own a mansion and estate, billions in equity. I own buildings, little homie, worth billions of dollars. What are you talking about? 530 on my wrist, got him pissed. Over 2,000 in jewelry, mineral rights, oil royalties. My own website worth almost 2 G's. I'm sorry, but what? And they be acting like I'm playing, like I'm just talking. Yeah.
You are just playing, and you are just talking. That is all that's going on here. That something about that Wolverine-ish beard just pisses me off.
Okay, whatever that means. I mean, I don't do fake energy because it doesn't exist. I don't. That's what I'm saying. They sit there. Oh, I'm fake. Okay, pat you on your back. Go on about your business. Okay. Like, because you fake, that's supposed to affect me. I don't care that you fake. That's going to affect you. That's why you ain't got nothing. What? Website worth almost 2 G's, over 2,000 jewelry. My own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. I got a portion there. I pay 25 racks for, little homie.
And earlier in the show, you said you were down to about $11, and then you were going to make some sort of a transaction that would leave you with $1. $1 fucking dollar. Got the proof right here. You just got to go back a little bit to find it, but we have it.
When's the last time you ever did that? See, these fools want to get online and talk crazy and crazy to gangsters. Come on, son. And then not expect for a gangster to talk to them like a gangster do. See, that's the thing. Gangsters ain't scared of y'all. Gangsters is scared to talk to you. We don't want to speak to you because we know what you're on, because you're soft. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what the energy been since day one. What are you talking about? That other dude, I don't even say his name. He was in that other chat last night, running his mouth. Like I said, he tried to say something about this and that. Yeah, I don't pretend to do nothing, man, but I'll tell you what, you have always pretended, right? Just like you pretend you're someone on the internet, but you don't have a monetized channel and you'll never have a business on here. Why don't you go sit down at your light up computer display, right, and continue to be jealous and envious of the Batman who does the real thing? I don't pretend to do nothing, fella. But see, again, you're another snitch. So that's why you're using that rhetoric. I realize they're all Soldier Boy running tellings.
Man.
So they use that rhetoric. Like I said, yeah, you're trying to provoke and antagonize. That stuff don't work over here, man. So talk as you, right? The fool want to pretend he country. He go on panels and ramble, and they all putting him in his place. You don't have a name in any game. You're not even anybody in that little dinky, minuscule, pointless, irrelevant, doesn't exist sector.
We will be holding a thought for you on that, Joe Pack.
And you think you can speak my name? What you got to say about me, bro? Come on.
You're an asshole. Uh-oh. Come now, guy. Okay, it's nothing I've done. Well, let's see what happens here. It's time to grab the slider. Oh, no, it isn't either.
I'm the dude that all y'all look up to, man. I'm the dude that everybody in that sector has looked up to since day one. So I ain't really hearing it, bro. You feel me? You can go ahead and say whatever, let it out, tell yourself what you want, bro. I understand you mad at me. I just don't care. You know what I mean? Why are you mad at me is the question. See, you ain't took the time to get to know me. I don't want to know you. I mean, like I said, everybody in that sector ain't going nowhere fast. They like a hamster on a treadmill.
We all know you, and that's your problem.
No, hamster on a wheel, going nowhere. Yeah, that other dude that I just talked about and went the hell in on with all the facts about it, and he can't do nothing about it. Yeah, he's irrelevant. He nobody. None of them people are anything.
Oh, yes, truth. Indeed.
They can sit there and pretend on
listeners from Elfrost. No, he booted himself like a complete tard, explaining the deep, dark blackness that we all saw a couple of moments ago.
Internet and whatever. Yeah, it's very important to you because you're online, seeking acceptance, seeking validation. That's cute. You know what I mean? We seek totally different things, brother. You seeking comfort, I'm seeking discomfort. You know what I mean? You're seeking how to fail because you don't know how to succeed, and I'm seeking actual success.
Joe Pack, read what is on the screen and know that that is true for everyone here.
Success and attaining it, right? I did a one-arm pull-up with both hands today, both arms. What have you done lately? Want to talk about money? Who cares?
Oh, I rode 12 miles again today on an elliptical bike, and then I did about 45 minutes of exercises with resistance bands. Did about 140 curls. Of course, I only use 5-pound weights, and I think that's all that I'm ever going to use. I don't want to get muscular. I play golf. But that's what I did today. That's absolutely what. Oh yeah, I forgot the 80 push-ups. Forgot all about that. No, it was 70 push-ups today.
See, that's the thing. You don't get money's irrelevant. We're in the middle of the Great Depression. You're forced to do what you do. That's not something to brag about. It's called being in desperation, brother. You have to do that to barely get by so that you can go get a burger from Burger King. That sucks for you. I don't have to do that. Real talk. I don't have to do that. You know what I do? I make videos and I go to work and I be Batman and I get piss aid for it.
And you get paid every 3 months, you sneering bitch, you.
Little homie. Who's got a better lifestyle?
Me.
I just told you I own all this stuff. I'm in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit. I had over 70,000 shares. Every penny that I worked for all these past years for a long time, I put into that stock.
All
They
for
have to
nothing.
pay me something too. And they stole my inheritance, so they got to cough all that up as well. I'm sorry, but what? And you see me out here good? What? Boy, you wish you lived like me. You wish you lived like me. You wish you looked like me. And that applies to you and anybody else on that panel who feels any way. And all y'all are welcome to come forward. Quit talking on the internet, man. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Well, thank you so much, sis. He talks about his workouts, and obviously he only focuses on his arms and his shoulders, and even that he does wrong. I try to work on everything every day, just a little bit.
Have a conversation face to face in person. I'm easy to find, man. You see where I run my business. You see where I'm at. I don't hide for nobody. I'm easy to find. See, I'm not you fake Crips. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that's the difference. I'm really the
He's
boss. I'm really a gangster. I'm really the.
He has been mentioning the Crips by name quite a bit lately. I don't know they're Crips in Brownsville. Nonetheless, he keeps saying stuff that should really, really wind up turning him into potted meat, if you know what I mean.
Real thing. You see what I'm saying? So we a little different. You know what I mean? I don't hold my tongue for nobody, man. Trust me, bro. I don't know what came up against all the dudes that thought they was thugging. You know what I mean? Real talk. I came
Mr. Yoder, he got kicked,
up against them. I've been in all those clubs. I've been in the clubs down here. Like, come on, bro. I'm not, and that's the thing. When I speak, I'm very, very smart and careful about how I talk. I don't talk about where I go. I don't talk specifics because I know they always listening.
Right.
You know what I mean, even though I have every reason to, I have nothing to worry about, nothing to hide. But
oh, you got all kinds of worry. You're surrounded by worry. Trust me.
Still, it just ain't smart. It ain't smart to be telling people your information. The sooner that people online figure that out and what game folks is playing and these agencies and people are playing, the better off you'll be. That fool right there indicting himself, and I bet you anything the feds is watching. I bet you. So, like I said, I mean, does he understand? You pulled out a pill bottle on camera, dog. You understand right there
what?
They could arrest you just for that. That's all they got to do. Or if the feds cared enough and you posed any you know what or were relevant at all, right? And even if you weren't, just if they wanted to do their job and do what they're supposed to.
When he showed the bottle, you're making it sound like he said, "Hey feds, I have a Schedule 1 controlled substance. Please come and get me."
They could literally take you to prison and jail just for doing that. And then talking about what you're doing with.
I mean, you never know. You got Daniel Larson to point at.
What? This one I'm talking about, man. It just be weird, bro. Like, what? This is weird. Like, how do them folks, like, is that what y'all do? Y'all just let them make it? I mean, I don't get that. So that's the thing, bro. That I'm just saying, it just goes to show that people could really be doing a lot more. You know what I mean? Because when you got stuff like that happening, I mean, like, what do the rules not allow you to do anything about it, or what's the deal? You know what I mean? Or like y'all just don't know about these panels and groups? Maybe, I don't know. You know what I mean? A lot of them are like little underground illegal criminal organizations. That's what they are.
Okay, I've got everything finished here for a few minutes. I think it's time this time to go with the old dab straw. Let's go back to basics here.
That formed on the internet, little internet alliances. You know what I mean? Like, I have no agenda, man. I just go and be me. I talk to people. It is what it is. But you do have to kind of remember, you know, Batman's putting together federal lawsuits, and Batman has, you know, I shut down Empower Network. Go look that up. One of the biggest pyramid schemes that ever existed in this planet. I'm the man who did it, right? So, I mean,
no one cares.
Shut down illegal organizations, hands-on. That's my past and my history. I mean,
oh yeah, I'd smoke them if you got them. Look at the upper right-hand corner of your screen.
The real deal. So you got to keep that in mind. See, that's the thing now. When the reality is different than the internet, you're trying to act. I don't got time for you. when I walk into the room, the whole energy shifts and changes because people know who's in the
The
building.
energy shifts and changes because you stink. It's because you smell.
Asked for power, I took my power, and it's a beautiful thing. It is. It's a beautiful thing. You know, it's like that one gangster says in the song. What does he say?
I remember when I first got this dab straw, I was talking to my guy. I said, how do you heat these things up? He said, well, you want it to glow almost white. Yeah, use a torch. I said, oh, okay, like the ones that you can buy at the store. He says, no, this, and he puts a Bernzomatic torch on the table. I was like, I don't think I can go there. I don't believe I can go there. I live in a senior citizen apartment, and I don't want to be responsible for burning the fucking place down.
He says, my heart's gone cold. It's a beautiful thing. And they all start laughing. Real talk. Like, I have no remorse. That's what he says. Like, real talk. Like, what? Like, dude, y'all are on some weirdo stuff. All of them. And the fact that they touting it like it's cool, that's funny.
And now it's time to heat the straw up. Join me and get high.
Hold up.
Seriously, I'm saying things out loud here that 35 years ago would have, in fact, put the FBI on your trail. Thank God we didn't have YouTube when I was really into the shit. God only knows what would be out there. Okay.
So, yeah, with me, as far as I'm
here we go. All right.
I have nothing to say to that dude. Like I said, everybody else is cool. I was watching the video, which is what I was there for. And also, I want you to notice the timing, too, how he comes around when I'm around. Like, that's a no-no, buddy. You better stop doing that. You better fix your timing, because if you keep doing that, you got to understand, then you're definitely going to be part of this federal lawsuit, and you're going to be looking at federal prison time for gang stalking.
Nobody is. Come on.
As soon as I'm around, you got to be careful what you do.
We're getting red hot now.
You can't do that. You can't just be everywhere I'm at, and it doesn't work that way. I got free leeway to go where I want because I don't do what you do. Smart one. See, when you're not a criminal, you have a lot of freedom. That's why Tommy Sotomayor, the cult leader, was mad at me and said, that white boy runs around the internet freely. Why wouldn't I? I'm a regular civilian. I'm a tax-paying citizen. Like, what? I'm a good person. I'm an outstanding citizen. Yeah, I can do what I want on the internet. That's what I'm saying. These people are trying to play games with me like I'm a grown adult. Like, what? Like, I'm going to have my fun.
Dabs up.
And do what I want on the internet. Like, that's all it is. Like, they're like, oh, we don't want you to be free on the internet. Like, yeah, it's not up to you. Goodbye. Keep it pushing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these people funny as hell. Like, boy, I know you saw what I did today, man. One arm pull up, both arms, both hands. Boy, quit talking to me. There ain't nothing to talk about. There ain't nothing left to talk about. I done broke through the matrix. I done broke the algorithm. I'm a pioneer, man. I've done all the impossible in front of you.
The only thing that I'm certain about relative to the dab that I'm smoking right now is that it's sativa, so it's my preferred strain.
I'm just proud, man. I'm proud as hell of myself. Like, yeah, I mean, everything sucks right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be hard as hell. I'm seeing a way that it may be possible, but it's still going to be hard. And these people make it more impossible because they can't think.
Make it more impossible because he can't think? Let's take that back a little bit. That's worth reliving on Negative 43 TV 58 minutes after the hour.
You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be hard as hell. I'm seeing a way that it may be possible, but it's still going to be hard. And these people make it more impossible because they can't think.
Well, you know, if I'm doing things like this, I prefer sativa because it wakes the mind up and you're pretty alert, even though you're absolutely blown off your ass. The indica is very good for the body. And as arthritic as I am, yeah, it definitely serves a purpose, but it slows me down a little bit.
Right, but I mean, end of the day, this is what it is. And that's the thing, man. For me, I got to stand up for myself. I'm not going to let nobody get in the way of me.
And I come from a place where you go to your guy and say, hey, is this indica or sativa? I don't fucking know. It's Colombian brown. Do you want it or not?
Me living my life by making my money. That's all. Just stay out my way. You know what I mean? As long as you're not messing with my money or my ability to survive, you good. You got nothing to worry about. But I'm not gonna let nobody play with me. You feel me? That's common sense. I'm a grown man.
Please welcome Orza. Used to be Orza 1, if I remember right. Now he's Orza 5393. Oh my God, it's like invasion of the body snatchers around this place.
See, I have a right to survive and exist. I don't have to ask nobody. Right? I do what I want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm who put the whole system in their place. I'm who exposed and stood up to the corrupt injustice system. You feel me? You got the wrong dude to be running your mouth to.
Yeah, I definitely need the mind to be as lively as possible because there are times here where I'm thinking as far as 2 minutes ahead.
Cody, that's all I'm saying, bro. You got me completely misconstrued, man. Real talk. Look at my chest alone, bro. Look. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious, bro?
Okay.
Does it look like I'm a game and I'm playing? Are you serious? Yeah, that little bicep.
Now, he does have biceps. It's just because of repetitive exercise. That's the only reason that he has that. He certainly isn't getting enough protein to produce anything like that. It's just doing it over and over and over and over. Everything else sucks.
Bicep is the strongest bicep in the world. 90-pound dumbbell curls. What you talking about? Y'all trying to make fake stars out of people who ain't stars. These dudes that all of them are on you know what because they don't believe in themselves. Yeah, whatever they claim to lift, I will outlift them naturally. That's what's happening, Wody. I'm stronger than all you fools. I was way stronger than Cali Muscle my entire life.
Oh, quit. Cali Muscle.
I shook that boy's hand and walked him to my Porsche like a dog. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? But these fools want to act like we equal, like we the same. You ain't listening, bro. You don't get it. I got a lot of history in these streets, bro. People heard about me. People know me. They know me in Corpus. I backed down all the gangs. And what? They was trying to take
Indeed.
Corpus. I stood up to all of them right in front of them. What? You feel me? Like, what? They wanted me to like their music. Do you like our music? I sat there and lied. I didn't have to. I was just trying to be nice to the guy. I knew he wanted my validation so badly. I said, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's great, man. You know, trying not to vomit. You know, the music was terrible. Some of the worst music I ever heard. Yeah, the dude had his shirt off, trying to show out. They had me at the top floor in the balcony. Like, how all rooms, if you weren't trying to set me up, then this is exposing the Bayfront Inn in Corpus, yes. And the people who worked in the lobby at that time, right? Who I found out later that the dude was a snake, and he was literally talking to my ex against me, right? Roxy.
Yes, indeed. That is a Queensryche reference, and Queensryche was the shit in the day. Jeff Tate's just a fantastic. It was just a great band, but Jeff Tate was an unbelievable singer.
Remember? Yeah, and I think she has a part in all this too. I think she put these people up to doing this on the internet, which is very cowardly, right? Like, it ain't my fault that you were doing all that weird stuff in your La Spa de Vida, right? That ain't my fault. You know what I mean? I mean, quit running a brothel. Real talk. Like, I'm not supposed to talk about what I know. Well, I mean, quit doing weird stuff. What do you expect? You can just mess everyone over and treat them anyway and do whatever and have no humanity, and people are just going to be like, oh, it's okay. Who do you think you are? It's the same thing. She would get kicked out of those clubs too she was working at. They'd kick her out of the club. Literally, one of the owners told me, like, yeah, don't listen to that girl. Real talk. He was like, you should get the hell away from her. Real talk. I didn't understand what he was talking about at the time because all the truth hadn't come out. See, that's what I'm saying. People, given time, they'll expose themselves. See, the things that y'all be saying and bragging about, what are you talking about? None of that's going on. These people like act like people are their sworn enemies, like everything's against someone else. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I don't have any enemies like that, man. I'm good to everybody, man. Everybody has no reason but to like me. Like, no, I'm trying to help y'all out.
There is a comment worthy of highlighting, and please welcome the YouTube terrorist to the show.
But, like, you gotta understand, if you're gonna sit here and you're gonna be a horrible person, I'm gonna expose you. But yeah, that dude's a walking contradiction. No, I agree with that troll or whoever it was 100%.
He does look very hillbilly there, Mr. Terrorist. And in profile, his profile is becoming more half moon with every passing day. And Queensryche, yeah, DeGarmo was very important. And didn't Scott Rockenfield, didn't he write all the songs, all the lyrics anyway? Kind of a Neil Peart situation.
And I think what they said about you is true. I think you do story time and you project. He had the audacity to tell someone on the panel the other day that they were not a good person. And you are bragging about what you bragging about. You know what that stuff does, right? What you claiming that you sell illegally, you know that affects people, right? In a very, very serious way, right? You know, you can go to jail and prison for a long time for that, right? I bet he's
No.
gonna get shook just for me telling him this and get scared and quit doing it, which is good. I hope he does quit doing that stuff. That's unbelievable, man. Want to tell other people they not good, but look at you. Look at your name. Your name says it all. Like, imagine a dude like that walking up to me, yo, what's your name? That's like someone walk up to me like, yo, what's your name? My name's Two-Face. Okay, and I'm Batman. You need to skedaddle. Get up out my face. You get what I'm saying? Like, my name is Hypocrite. Like, yeah, no, you keep it moving. We ain't talking. Hey, see, you think I'm another dude. You think I'm a civilian like you that you can just approach and talk to. No, that's not. See, these people, they want to pretend and play games on the internet like they don't know who the monster is. Like, okay, you have fun with that, man. If you can't see what God's doing in front of your eyes at this point, I give up, man. If you can't see God's creation, if you can't see that I'm all y'all's karma, literally, and I'm a walking nightmare for y'all that y'all have to deal with now, I don't know what to tell you, brother. You know what I mean? That's the point. That's all. You just got to understand the Batman is the real deal. Yeah. Batman ain't doing no
Yeah, I am
flogging.
Relative to the various forms of rock and roll, it is my strong opinion from the, say, mid-90s through about 1999, that was the last great period. Let's just say the whole 90s was the last great period of rock and roll. It's just went downhill ever since.
None of that. Like I said, I don't have nothing to do with that nonsense you about. I roll dolo, man. I'm just me. Like I said, if you join a gang, you a coward. That's how I felt my entire life. That's how my dad raised me. We're just not the same, bro. We're not raised the same, nothing. So I'm just saying it's a little confusing for me. But like I said, let people do what they must. Let them tell themselves what they want. I don't really care what you do. Just keep my name out your mouth. Okay? And we'll be good. Okay, pumpkin? So, yeah, other than that, I mean, you know, that's the thing, bro. Like, you know, I don't.
Has anyone here heard of the band Hum? H-U-M.
I don't let anybody run their mouth at me, but especially some wannabe criminals and low-level, low-tier nobodies. Like, you a small minnow in the pond. I ain't worried about you, dog. I'm for sure not going to let you run your mouth at me, though. I'll tell you that. They don't get this is what I do, man. I look into everything and all y'all, bro. I know everything going on, man. You was silly to be saying my name, bro. That's just funny, bro. But like I said, for somebody who self snitches, like it's like your job, like it's like your hobby, like it's the thing to do. I don't put it past you. Then it makes sense why you would talk the way you talk. It really does. It makes sense. You feel me? But yeah, you will never be built like this. So don't even go crazy thinking about it.
Please welcome Southsider to the show. I have a song for you if you're curious about the band Hum. Their hit was a song called Stars. I would recommend that you start with a song, I Hate It Too. Oh man, I just mentioned the title of it and the hair standing up on my arms. It's just, oh my God. It's a perfect song. I Hate It Too by Hum. If you like it heavy, that's your ticket right there.
You understand? You don't even know what 52 blocks is. Like I said, I got taught 52 blocks by Big Trouble, who may
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Skip Shooter. We know him better as Skip.
have been a Crip because the Crips, they got like a Big Trouble set or a Trouble Crips or something.
And good evening to you, sir.
Like that up there. Right. I don't know all your politics. I was never a part of none of that. Don't want to be. I don't claim to know everything about y'all. I'm studying it. Okay, but it ain't you. That's what I'm saying. You ain't it. I know you ain't it because if you was that, you'd be out.
Yeah, Ledger. I think at the time, I think they were doing a drop D a lot. The guitar player that I knew was really into drop D. You just turn him loose in a drop D and let him jam. It was just spine chilling. It was so good.
On the street actively, and you're not. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty easy arithmetic, buddy.
Oh, you've lost nothing here, Skip. Believe me.
And you want to sit here and talk about, yeah, he said Jimmy. I never said anything about Jimmy, and Jimmy was on it too. Jimmy knows he's fake too, and don't respect him at all because he checked him and told him. Jimmy said, nah, y'all are trying to stir the pot. Y'all are trying to start something here. Yeah. See, Jimmy's pretty with it, man. He's pretty smart.
Double drop D is really fun too. Like Cortez the Killer. Anybody can play it. It's like three chords, and in that both E's are tuned down to a D, and it will in fact make your hair stand up. It's just so powerful.
So let me say this. I saw some of the training. I thought Cyber did a great job training him. Genuinely.
Stone Temple Pilots, I think, used that quite a bit.
I actually was impressed by his movements and his footwork. So, like, Cyber can actually box. Okay, so I mean, when Tone Space ran, he definitely ran. So now y'all can't live that down. Y'all will never will never let you live it down. Tone Space ran from Cyber. Now I know Cyber actually has some hands and he can move. Like, yeah, he wasn't lying. Cyber is actually the real deal. To an extent, Cyber is actually real. So that right there tells me a lot. A lot. You understand? But like them other dudes?
No, I do not play well at all. I swear to you, I do not play well at all. I have a collection of guitars pretty much because I love them as objects. I do take them out and play them from time to time. I've never played on stage because it intimidated me, not the crowd, the other guitar players, because I can't touch them. One of my great blessings in my life is that I was in a band with a great guitar player. And he became a very close friend during that period of time. And for a while after, man, he was good.
When you want to keep on banking on, I just come up here on a panel and I talk.
Gang bang.
I have respect for Cyber. I think Cyber. I think that was cool of him.
Sheriff God sent reading this one for the listeners. Sorry about the guitar tuning thing. Anyway, he says, I'm fond of the tuning G-A-G-F-A-G. Oh, damn, I don't even know. Nah, you'd be snapping strings and shit, I would believe.
To do that now that I think about it and look at it from a different angle.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's growing on me. I think he's all right, man. Like I said, but yeah, he has some hands. He can move. You know what I mean? He can do it. He can move. So I mean, that was cool. That was impressive. But
speaking of bluegrass, do you know anybody or any band that plays "I've Just Seen a Face," the Paul McCartney song, the Beatles song?
He did a good job with Jimmy.
I believe that's become something of a standard in bluegrass.
The only thing is he has his hands down here, but it might help him to do that kind of because then he won't get tired keeping them. Nobody can keep their hands up that long. Don't care how strong you are.
You'd be able to shoot arrows with your guitar neck at that point, but you better hurry up before it breaks.
Takes away from what you're doing. So he's kind of doing right, having them right there, but you just got to be quick enough to come up and block. Let me tell my baby I'm live. She just messaged me.
Man, that looks bad, doesn't it? Something about that just, I don't know. It's kind of Planet of the Apes-ish. I don't think that's what he was going for, kids.
Message her. Hold on.
13 minutes after the hour, I said we were going to be here until the bottom of the hour, but I'm kind of feeling it. I think this may go on until about 45 minutes after the hour. I think that may be what I'm looking at now. Yeah, I was just hearing that song a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact. Yeah. What brilliance, huh? You think about the life of Paul McCartney and being Paul McCartney, and all of a sudden you feel like a speck of sand. Good God. I mean, not just the Beatles aren't music history. They're actually world history. They've transcended to that level. Just who knew this was going to come out of I Want to Hold Your Hand? Nobody. Not even them.
Yeah, Jimmy has his hands like right here. but that's kind of good. There's nothing wrong with that because, like I said, you don't want to have them up all the time. Me, I keep them down. Here's my baby. All right, he's
Okay.
coming.
Now I think he's talking fighting here again all evening. I've been more busy with the comments than I have been with him, and that is the whole point of the show. I believe he's dispensing very very bad fighting advice that would get you maimed, possibly killed. Let's listen.
But that's kind of good. There's nothing wrong
Oh
with that
God,
because, like I said, you don't want.
that is one of my favorite songs. I got to take this thing back. Boy, the chat is just going so well here. I don't know. I might even be able to still sing that song. Maybe I'll find a karaoke version and try it.
But that's kind of good. There's nothing wrong with that because, like I said, you don't want to have them up all the time. Me, I keep them down. Here's my baby.
He keeps
All
his
right,
hands down.
Woo-hoo. I keep my hands down farther than Jimmy. Like,
Right.
That's why 52 blocks is a different stance.
And he has no speed and he has no movement. He's certainly no Nicolino Loche relative to that. They would call him the untouchable one. Don't even know why I brought that up.
So, like, I'll have my hands.
He would, I know why, because he would lean forward, stick his chin out with both of his hands down at his sides. Guy would load up and take the swing, and damned if they didn't miss him. Nicolino Loche. If you want to see a guy that really knew defensive boxing, that's the guy you want to look for.
But I'll have my hands.
I'll even put it in here.
I'll have this hand, I'll have it down, right? But see, that's what like the most experienced, best martial artists in the planet do because I'm quick enough to pull up.
Did he play on the original recording? I think he joined after the singer left, I think. And Stylist Ninja is here. Right now we're talking about music.
And still protect my face and have my guard up. The name of the game in boxing and MMA, UFC, all that, I don't care what anyone tells you, is protecting your face. And that's what none of them do. They're all scrubs. In all those leagues, they're all scrubs. None of them know how to do that. That's why all of them lose. Every single bout I've ever watched is because the other dude doesn't know how to protect his face. So it's basically like a pointless match with two scrubs, pretty much all of them, unless you go back to the old school when they was really real and doing the real thing. But that's all it is.
I don't know.
Nowadays, it's just patty cake and then it's rigged and they cheat and lie, especially in Vegas. And especially for Floyd Mayweather, he never won one bout. I've seen him lose and they lie and say.
A guitar player that I have been listening to a lot lately is Al Di Meola. God, it's crazy. And the thing about him is he picks every single note. No hammer-ons, no pull-offs, no tapping, no nothing. Just extraordinary.
He won, like they got y'all brainwashed. And y'all okay with that? Why do you let a league make the rules that you know is going to lie and cheat? That's what I'm saying. Floyd just was running in the street from people just recently. He's a scrub. You know what I mean? He's got that fake security. Like that security dude thinks he's big. Like he ain't nothing right there. Like that's what I'm saying. You need to hire Batman as your security, dude.
Richie Kotzen, yeah, the guy that has almost always played without a pick. I think he was he using a pick when he was in Poison? I'm sorry about this guitar minutia. I'm just obsessed.
Real talking, your security ain't even protecting you and ain't doing their job and ain't about nothing. That's crazy. And it's because, like I said, Mayweather doesn't have any money. He's just a puppet. Like I said, they facilitate your expenses. Yeah, they send him like a spring breaker on these trips.
Michelangelo Badio is just absolutely out of this world, and I have heard many times that he's a really nice guy, which is hard to find in that business.
Wears his little fake Gucci and Prada, and he pretends he's a diva. That's literally what these folks are. And you tried to actually talk smack to me on here, hiding about Floyd Mayweather towards me. He's an actual.
Yeah, I know. I miss Mark so much. I wish he was here. I do.
Actual diva. He's a feminine little homie. I'm sorry, but what? Compared to a grown man who did everything himself as an actual legend in backyard boxing, and you think we have something in common? I cower over that little man. He's little. He's a wee man. That's who I got into it with in reality was Wee Man. Well, I was ready to go, Wee Man. I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed. I was seriously, genuinely at that time. I was more reckless. I didn't care. I was pissed. You know, because I was pretty much going 0 to 100 on everybody. And Wee Man, I bought him a drink. I had over $250,000 in the bank. Little homie wanted to sit there and have an attitude. And man, I went off, and there was camera crews around and stuff.
Oh, I hope that works, that guy. I honestly do.
And like I never saw him play that anywhere. They might have it on camera, like me hooting and hollering and yelling. I was pissed, real talk, because like, bro, all you got to do is just act like a normal person. Like, that dude's really genuinely a rude guy. Like, he's just not nice, and like, nah, that's not an excuse that you drunk.
Have you seen the video here on YouTube of Glenn Campbell playing Back Home in Indiana? And he takes a solo break at 300, like 250 beats or something fucking ridiculous. No, you can't sleep on him.
I don't care that you liquored up. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. You got to know who you're talking to. Yeah, I don't mess with Wee Man at all. Like real talk. If I see him again, I'm gonna tell him what's up again. Real talk. I don't like that dude. I don't care how tall he is. He don't get a pass. I don't like him. Like, see, that's the thing. I don't care who you are. It don't matter what you look like. It's about your character and the type of person you are. A dude like that, someone inhumane like that, and I know.
Oh, hell, I haven't meant to leave that grift up for that damned long. Well, there's only one thing to do to get rid of that. It's time for a sponsor. Here on the show, ladies and gentlemen, this portion of the show is brought to you by I Need a Budget, now in an easy-to-use enema.
And those are just the same type of people, just like these people on the internet. You just got like really just vile people, man. Like, I don't mess with you vile people, bro. I'm not going to sit there and be patient with you at all. That's why I try to stay away from folks like that, because I know me, bro, and I know I'll lose my patience. You know what I mean? And the thing is, people know about me. They all know who I am and how I get down. My reputation precedes me. Feel me? But yeah, like I said, I did a one-arm pull-up today. I mean, what have you done lately? What
I always wanted a preacher.
have you done for me lately? Like I said, these folks don't want to donate. They're just sitting there when I'm literally...
That's a solid body ovation guitar. I'm sorry about this. It's just where the conversation went.
Sitting here struggling and don't have nothing I need, right? And all you got to do is donate. Like that dude, like I said, the one I already went in on this whole program, right? And after this, I'm done talking about him, and I'm going to continue to move forward because I don't care. And like I said, I don't got no words to say to you. You speak to me on panel, I'm ignoring you or leaving. I am done with these games.
You bet that guy.
Me? But like, I just forgot what I was going to say about it. But like, they're just all a walking contradiction, man. That's the main point.
Oh.
You're a walking contradiction. Oh yeah, when you was complaining about, I got blocked in your chat. Yeah, you got blocked in my chat because you were troll, because you was trolling. Like, get a grip, brother. Quit trying to act like you a real dude. You're not real, bro. Real folks is not sitting on the computer 24 hours a day, bro. Okay? And I know everybody would agree with me.
Oh, yeah. They made some really nice ones, too, back in the day. A Viper would be a lot of fun.
GG all and all of them over there. Okay? So I'm going to say it again. You complaining about...
They have their own pickups, I'll put it that way. And the body shapes are kind of cool. Sort of.
Oh, you got blocked in the chat because you said some real suspect, weird stuff. Why would you?
Yeah. Breadwinner. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
False accusations and much less talk about narcissism. I'm an empath, brother. Shows how much you know. I don't have any even slightly narcissistic traits. I'm a full-on empath who turns into a dark empath. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm narcissist.
Oh, that guy, you saw right through me. I got to highlight that comment. I'll even read it for the listeners. Rich is astral projecting. Every time he takes a hit, Joey forgets what he was talking about.
Nightmare. And I'm a pure-hearted, good person to the core. And you contradicted yourself because I analyzed behavior. Look how smart the genius is messing with your mind, analyzing every little word you say and critiquing it. You literally are sitting there contradicting yourself, bro, when you speak. Do you understand that? Saying, I know
you know, I always wanted an applause acoustic for some reason. It's like the second model of our second brand of ovation.
You mean well. Okay, then I'm not a narcissist, because narcs, if they're talking, they're lying, and they never mean well. They're evil to the core because they're demonically possessed. Probably like you are. That's why you just sit there like a zombie all day looking at your computer.
All right, everybody. If you're into screenshots, you know what you have to do. right now. I don't know that I could play in your presence or not, to be honest, Skip. I'm actually somewhat phobic about it. There are 3 people in the world that I can play in front of. My big brother, Tommy, the guitar player in my old band, and my wife. I don't know why.
That's all he does. Yeah, he's tough.
Okay, there's another one. No, Juz, you didn't really miss anything. It's like every other show. It's the same shit, yet somehow it's different. If you know, you've been here a while.
Next panel. Yeah.
All right.
My way's right, but you just projected too because you said that I went on my rant.
He's been making faces here over the last minute or so that just scream, "You said only the tip!"
Which I don't go on rants, you liar. You said that I say it's my way or the highway, or I have that attitude. Well, I mean, not really, but I have every right to.
Skip, if you're playing bluegrass, you're no damned hack.
It kind of sounds like Batman, right? So, I mean, of course it's my way or the highway. I'm Batman, dude. I have all the power and you have none. But if anyone's like that, it's you. That's the way you act. So he just get online and he project all day. Like I said, that's one of the weakest individuals I've ever seen. You've been dismissed. Next. All right. So if any other stranger that I don't know wants to say my name, I will gladly put you in your place verbally on here as well, because that's what I do. I saute and stir, right? Like I'm cooking, like they're hors d'oeuvres, and I'm cooking up a storm. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? That's what I do. I just be cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. I be cooking your egos. Real talk.
What is with the hand movement, for one thing? And you're not cooking. You're not cooking. Your life is on fire. That's what's going on. That's not cooking. That is your mind burning down. That's what we're talking about here. You know it, buddy.
Yeah, don't come my way with that nonsense. Bye bye. Bye. Keep that over there. Skedaddle. That's how you do it. Gonna walk away from Tyree because I got nothing to say. Yeah, no, we don't do that, brother. Let me check Christina's messages. Hold on.
I don't want to hold on. I don't want to hold on. Nobody else does either. You really don't know what you're doing when it comes to, like, oh, I don't know, literally anything. Negative 43 TV, 27
so
minutes
yeah, man, I mean,
after the hour.
basically, the more dudes that expose themselves and come out the box like that, I'm gonna continue to expose you. That's all. You know what I mean? And that's all this is, man. Is just YouTube, like I said, and that's my whole issue with them. All of them don't want to keep it on YouTube, and they want to front and pretend they're something they're not, and talk crazy about, oh, they're this and that, and a bunch of stuff they're not capable of and will never do. And like, you need to come back to reality, boss. See, you used to talking to people. I'm just being real with you. You're used to having arguments with people and speaking. Batman don't argue with no one, and I don't do no talking.
Just let that marinate in your mind for a minute. You've heard it a million times before, but it never gets less ridiculous. There's no way that it could possibly get less ridiculous. Just hit the button.
We're not built the same. So that's why when you start running your mouth on the internet, like, I take it very, very personally and offensively. Because people don't do that with me in reality. See how we're 2 totally different animals? I'm a lion, king of the jungle, and you're like a basset hound. You're like
a... damn it, I was too late. I'll read this for the listeners. It's from Hatfield McCoy. What's going on with the Amish Wolverine look he has going on here? God, I don't know. It's just bizarre as fuck.
Little chihuahua. So just sit there and do your barking, okay? Do your barking until you bark enough that you self-snitch so much that they go ahead and lock you up, because that's what I see in your near future, seriously, right? And that's it. And then you can bark in there by yourself. Feel me? Because you ain't tough. You're not made for jail or prison culture, like, at all. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. People, a dude like you run your mouth so much you want to talk, but you going to adjust to that culture and see.
Now, I heard him going off in another video, and I put myself in solitary confinement. Solitary confinement, as I understand it, is a punishment for doing something gangsta, things like that. Tywee, you went into protective custody. Everybody knows you hit the big candy colored button and got your ass up. After you came back and found your cup loaded with cum, perhaps if I were you, perhaps I would have done the same thing. You could definitely take that as a threat to your anus, buddy.
You made your first mistake right there. False
And
accusation.
we're not talking about the planet here at all.
Yeah, that stuff works in your little county jail fake environments where you're all scrubs and snitches and soldier boy run and tell them. That stuff don't work when you start dealing with a normal gangster. See, you're the type of dude that's a coward and you try to gang up on one individual. Jimmy called you out for it.
Damn it, he's going to make me dab up again.
He didn't side with you and go agree with your lie. I never said anything about Jimmy or Jimmy being a crip. I don't care what Jimmy is, first of all, okay? Like, Jimmy can be whatever he wants. I think that the last thing Jimmy should aspire to be is a crip.
I'd like to introduce my torch to the show.
Grown man with a career path, like, anybody over there who actually wants what's best for him and is trying to help him, because I think he's a little bit younger than us. I think he's like 26, I heard, or something like that. I mean, you would think that if they wanted what's best for him, they would want him to go the right direction.
Right.
I mean, if he's working, I mean, that's all good stuff. I mean, I'm happy for him. I hope things work out for him. But I saw the training. It looked pretty good. I think Cyber did a great job. He looks pretty ready, man. I don't know why that lady was talking to Mookie or whatever his name is. And like it was an easy
I'm going
victory.
in.
I mean, I guess maybe she did. She kind of inclined that, whether she meant to or not. And I don't see that being an easy victory. I think that Jimmy can I think he can box. I think he needs to work on your movement. You need to work on lateral movement. And if I get a chance to talk to you on your panel, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna tell you that there was some things that I typed in that chat in Cybers. You need to go read them towards the end of the show.
I got to tell you, kids, that worked out really, really well.
I wrote down all of it in the chat.
Damn.
All those things. First was fix your base to where, like, if you take two fingers, right, and you push to where your base is strong so you're not falling. You need a strong base in your legs and your stance. Okay, that's number one, right? And not all the time, but some of the time you need to have a good solid base because you're too straight up. And you can do that, but you still want to have a pivot and you got to be grounded. You're not really grounded. You're just kind of standing there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not used to it. And that's perfectly normal because you probably haven't done a lot of boxing, right? It's like when I started boxing, there was things I was learning. I didn't understand certain concepts, right? And then you learn as you go.
I believe he is, yes, Stylus.
So hopefully, if you're smart, you start picking it up. Right? And I don't do orthodox boxing. You can use 52 blocks in boxing or anything. If I box, I'm using 52. It's a given. And I may not be flailing my arms around all the time. I'll turn that on and off because it's going to waste energy.
Flailing his arms. I might not be flailing my arms because it's coming. You don't have a clue about anything. God, it's almost annoying if it wasn't such comedy fodder. That's the only thing that makes it interesting at all.
Right. But I'm using 52. I mean, if we boxing and you throw anything my direction, I'm coming right here. Oh, you most definitely can use.
Oh, please come out with your arms in an X across your chest like I've seen you do before. Please do something that dumb.
Use your arms and elbows in boxing. You just can't make contact. You can use them to block. Yeah, you can. That's the other lie they want to try to paint and tell you because nobody's smart enough to just do what you're supposed to do. 52 blocks, you got boxing gloves on, you come here and with the other arm, right? And you're coming here. Right? It's a window, it's a square. If that square, even just blocking like this, it's crazy that boxing coaches don't teach their students, right? Because none of them know what they're talking about. How to do this simple block, and you use the other arm, and you come. It looks like E-Trade. It's like a square, and if you get that square tight, they can't touch you, right? That's what Batman uses, like in every cartoon, every movie. And it just so happened I got taught 52 blocks, and I'm Batman. So think about that. God put it all together, right? It's God's plan.
Oh. Man, and this is another thing that, as I say, keeps me coming back. I've never heard that before in my life. It's crazy, and it does happen every single show. He will say something that you've never heard in your life, sometimes several times.
But my point is, why would a boxing coach not teach you? They only teach you, oh, keep your hands here. Block like this. Dude can't get through this. A guard like this.
Now, Archie Moore, as I understand it, was famous for a cape defense, I think they called it, where, yeah, it didn't actually involve his forearm in front of his face, but Archie Moore was one of the all-time greats.
A dude who's strong enough like me, I can get through this guard all day. You just have your hands here. I don't care how close. I don't care where you position. If you ain't stronger than me and nobody is, I'm getting through that guard.
I would walk right through you and just grab you by the throat. And after that, well, I don't know, officer. I just kind of blacked out.
That's why no one can defeat me. I'm telling you right now, I'm 10-0 in my own league, backyard boxing, bro. What like a regular boxing match in a ring, that's soft to me. I'll win that all day long. I don't care who you are. Straight up. I don't care who it is. You can get the biggest dude you want. Now, I'm not saying somebody couldn't compete. I'm not saying somebody couldn't get me. It's possible, but it's highly unlikely. You know what I mean? Because you get the biggest dude, strongest dude you want, whatever. I mean,
I'm sure everybody here has seen the shorts that he's been putting out this week where it starts off, he's walking away from the camera, and then he starts coming at the camera in a very slow manner, and then he'll do a some kind of stupid punch. My favorite ones are when he kicks. If he was throwing one of those slow-ass kicks at me, and I'm no expert at fighting at all, I would see that leg coming at me, and I would think to myself, oh, look, a convenient handle.
Really ain't going to matter. I'm too quick. I understand how to move and defend, and y'all still are looking at it because you want to minimize me like I move unilaterally like y'all. I don't move unilaterally. I'm running.
I don't move unilaterally? Only here.
Circles around me. I'm too quick. I'm creating angles. You understand? When you swinging and doing all that, right? I'm gonna figure out how to block it, and I'm gonna figure out how to move around it and come underneath it and create an angle with you. Whatever you do, if I have to turn it up and move quicker, I'm gonna try to move even quicker. So I'm not saying I can't be defeated. I mean,
I went so far as to look it up, kids. Unilateral. It's an adjective of an action or decision performed by or affecting only one person, group, or country involved in a particular situation without the agreement of another or the others. Yes, a unilateral decision is one that is made by one person and one person alone. That's what it means. You did not use it like that. God only knows why you even tried.
Sure, if the guy's big and strong enough and quick enough, possibly, but it's a learning process. So, like, if I got caught one time, that would show me, okay, I need to make this adjustment. And then that's how I would go. And I see, if I did boxing, I would keep evolving as my boxing career progressed. And that's the thing. I'm at the perfect age to go into boxing, 35. And I actually went.
The perfect age to go into boxing, 35. I thought you were already into boxing. You had your own league, remember? The perfect age to start fighting at 35. Holy shit. You're not Bernard Hopkins.
Through all the real life stuff and survived it all. See, this is what these people don't get. They want to tell you, oh, you can't do these things at this age. You can do it at any age. Delonte West still wants to play basketball. Of course he does, because that's the only way he was able to make a living. And then after that, he was homeless on the street because all young.
We will hear about another 12 minutes because that'll be 3 hours. It always starts and the time just flies by. You good people really make this worth it. Do you know that?
Or modern day slavery and you own nothing, right? Because you're owned. You're not free. Nobody, none of those people have ever been free. Like, yeah, quit taking it the wrong way.
So notice to anybody else that works at Negative 43 TV, if you want to pick this thread up, you will be able to do so in about 12 minutes.
And just listen to the facts. Real talk. See, if you get rid of your ego, then you'll hear the message and hear the truth in it. If you take it wrong, if I don't like you,
yeah, you know as well as I do, when you hit 35, yeah, your best years are in fact behind you. In most cases, you're going to be what you're going to be by age 35.
Good. That's what people don't get. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you mad, good. You ain't gonna do nothing about it, none of y'all. So just be mad. See what I'm saying?
No.
If I did boxing, and if I go into boxing again, which is a very big possibility because I'm like Rocky for real, I'm really meant to do boxing. I might go back into it. I can tell you right now, I really think that I would just become unstoppable like I am with the Batman thing and everything I do. I think it's common sense. And I think that as my career evolved, I think I would progress through every match that I had, even if I lost. You know, champions lose too. If I lost, I would learn from it. Somebody could catch me
It's hard to learn from it when you're being kept alive by a machine. I'm just saying.
wrong, right? Whatever. If and not only that, but you know, from points you could lose too. You know, anything can happen. You don't know. You know what I mean? But if I lost, I can guarantee you I'd learn, and I'd probably learn from it. You know, more. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I learn whether I win or lose, regardless. But you know, that's how you learn. That's why I always played against older, bigger guys when I was playing ball, and if I'm gonna do boxing, I tried to always come up against the biggest dudes I could. I always got the toughest dude. But like, it was the toughest dude in the bridge. I was going out there and we was boxing. So I don't know what you're talking about. It don't get no realer than that. This is
Funny you should say that because I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a total fantasy, and you have people here just laughing at you. You're such a
what I
bozo.
do, man. Like that's what I really do. That's something I really do. That's how I came up. I did backyard boxing for real. I'm an actual like champion. So just like the pikey Brad Pitt, why I have these tattoos? Why do you think I have them? Because I'm that real thing. Yeah, I really did backyard boxing. See what I'm saying? These people don't even understand how I came up, bro. In high school and all that, and when I was younger, I was doing it all without any gloves. What? When I was younger, I was pulling up to public places because people was mad and on my phone talking about what they gonna do, and I'd pull up and they wouldn't show up.
When you were in high school, you were being stuffed into lockers and trash cans, and you nearly got rolled downhill in that said trash can. You were saved by one of the teachers, one of the coaches. All of this is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Remember, stuffed in locker, stuffed in trash can. Believe it to be true.
And I was revved up, ready to go. I thought that's what life consisted of and what it was about.
Yeah.
Hmm. So I don't
Yeah,
know
but
what you're
if it
talking
wasn't his dad hitting him in the head, it was the kids at school hitting him in the head.
about. You feel me? Like, and it would be over whatever because some girl was hating or whatever or jealous or whatever. Like, you know,
Going back a little bit, I think I stepped on something here.
I was going out there and we was boxing. So I don't know what you're talking about. It don't get no realer than that. This is what I do, man. Like that's what I really do. That's something I really do. That's how I came up. I did backyard boxing for real. I'm an actual like champion. So just like the pikey Brad Pitt, why I have these tattoos? Why do you think I have them? Because I'm that real thing. Yeah, I really did backyard boxing. See what I'm saying? These people don't even understand how I came up, bro. In high school and all that, and when I was younger, I was doing it all without any gloves. What? When I was younger, I was
I'll put that one there on the screen, stylus.
pulling up to public places because people was mad and on my phone talking about what they gonna do, and I'd pull up and they wouldn't show up. And I was revved up, ready to go. I thought that's what life consisted of and what it was about. Hmm. So
T minus 7 minutes here. If anybody wants to pick up the thread, get ready.
I don't know what you're talking about. You feel me? Like, and it would be over whatever because some girl was hating or whatever or jealous or whatever. Like, you know, like, I don't care. I don't care who says what. I don't care about nothing. All I know is like I'm gonna stand up for myself and be a boss regardless. That's what people don't get with me. I don't care how you feel about me. I've had chicks hate on me. I've had all sorts of people hate on me. I don't care how you feel. If you feel some way about me and for no reason and you targeting me already, that's what I was. I never understood that why it was always me, and I still don't really.
We have a mute winner. It's just chilling the time. No, it isn't either. It's Sheriff Gone Sent. Absolutely. So anyway, like I was saying, we'll have our first live handoff here tonight. So Sheriff Gone Sent will continue the festivities at his channel. And congratulations for that big mute game win. I'm telling you what, that last dab was really, really something. Oh no, the feed didn't freeze. I just muted myself and I continued to keep it off so I could run my yap some more. I've been very, very active with the old mouth tonight.
In high school and everything, and I'm like, even with women and girls, I'm like, what would you have against me? And then I realized they're all fake. Because all y'all
so what I was saying, Sheriff, is right now I am about 26 minutes behind him. So take that knowledge and hopefully you'll hit it right.
Y'all really be talking about stuff behind people's back. Like, that's crazy. And those people, you'll never make it in anything. You'll never succeed. You'll never become anyone. You're afraid to be anything. You're afraid of everyone and everything. You're living in fear. If you're living in fear, how are you going to ever accomplish anything, brother? See my point?
Well, okay, you live in fear and you've accomplished nothing. Maybe you're right about that.
I represent standing up and not being afraid. I represent standing up and coming up against every fear you have and confronting it. We're not the same, brother. None of you. We don't look the same. We don't act the same. We don't talk the same. You could take one look at me and see who I am and what I'm about.
You just said the truth right there, buddy. You can take one look at you and tell that, number one, you don't have a job. Number two, if not for your mother, you would be genuinely homeless and you're insane. You're out of your mind. You have tattoos on you from Fight Club, for God's sake.
You understand me? I have to tone myself down, especially on YouTube. I got to watch myself on YouTube because all y'all are some snitches. All y'all cowards. All y'all on some Soldier Boy running telling stuff. I'm a street dude, bro. You feel me? I don't back down to nobody. I don't care where I'm at and who it is. You know how many folks I don't...
You're from the most expensive suburb in Austin, and at the first threat, you're on a bus.
Turned up on and went 0 to 100. I've had people I'm chilling with, hanging out with, and they think we cool, and I go 0 to 100 real quick and let them know who the boss. Because they said one wrong thing to me. See, that's the thing. People want to act like this and that. Y'all got so much to say, but I'm the only one who is myself.
Yeah, I mean, Skip, you didn't know about the mute game? Yeah, it's exactly that. I don't turn my mic back on when I mute it for whatever reason. And that guy is right. Being high usually has a little something to do with it. Sometimes it's a genuine mistake, though. That was actually one of them, but I'll go ahead and blame it on being ripped because I am, kids.
I'm me. I'm not faking things. I'm not changing.
So yes, Skip, the mute game is a thing that I devised to make the mistakes fun. It makes them less of a mistake if you turn it into the mute game.
Who I am. If people want to be a part of me, my life, what I'm doing, cool. You're going to break bread and you're going to get down and you're going to respect me and you're going to love me. Genuinely. But I'm not changing for nobody.
Whoa.
Because me works. Being Tyrese Sneed works. I make the money don't make me. I'm a boss.
But just earlier in the show, at the very beginning, as a matter of fact, you were admitting to being broke. I mean, dog-ass broke. A few hours later, here you are claiming that you're on top of the world. God, you're a jack-off.
That check's already up over 160. It's about to climb, or almost, and or it may be already. I think it is.
Yeah, you know that guy. Some people really get into the mute game. Sheriff is one of them, and Sticky loves it too.
Let me check it real quick. It's about to climb higher tonight. Hold up.
Hold up. Good Lord in heaven, I've got 2 minutes here, and you got to go get all holed up and shit.
I did this for 2+ years. I funded everything out of my own pocket, and I've been Batman, run the streets, took everything over, lowered crime rates, literally got more done than every agency combined. Everyone respects me. I got sheriffs honking at me, saying, good job, keep going, asking me to take pictures and videos. Everybody loves me out here. I'm a local legend, and I'm a legend all over the U.S.
Sounds like he's having quite a bit of contact with the police.
And in the world, and I'm going viral. And all I'm asking is, can people in the public please, like, I'm sorry if you're all struggling too, but can you please just donate? Like, please give me some real money to work
There's
with,
a
man, so that I
contradiction.
can just get to my check on my birthday, July 21st, and be okay and healthy, and so that I'm not affected by this, because I had to come up against witches, covens, all the Freemasons, and shut down everybody in one. Don't let people treat me some way, hiding at a distance like the cowards they are, because I defeated them and I won. That's all. It's just crazy. I ain't trying to make a living off nobody else. I'm making a living myself. I just checked. The next check is almost to $163. I'm a completely genuine person. I don't have any agenda. I'm just trying to get by, bro. You understand? Like,
Sticky certainly is awesome. He's very, very active. You're on Negative 43 TV.
People need help. I'm man enough to admit when I need help. Like, come on, bro. I done funded all this out of my own pocket, bro. You know how much money this took?
And here it comes.
That's what I'm saying. Before somebody talk down on me, you got another thing coming.
That is all that I have for you right now, Negative 43 TV. We're approximately 26 minutes behind him, Sheriff, so that should get you queued up pretty darn well. I certainly hope so. As always, thank you so much for being here. Loved it, had a great time, but don't forget tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is one of the biggest nights we've ever had here on Negative 43 TV. Saturday Madness will start at 5:50 p.m. Sneedville time, which is Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. And that show will continue until about 2 or 3 minutes until 7, at which time we'll shut down that part of the show, and we'll all go over to the opulent RTS Theater and Dispensary to see the premiere, the absolute premiere, Batman Madman. It was such a labor of love to be able to do that. I hope that you agree. I will probably watch it again after Mrs. Baritone goes to bed, just out of like fidgety nervousness. But I'm as psyched up for this one as I was for Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas is totally different because there was a concrete storyline through it. Batman Madman really doesn't have a plot at all, because how are you going to make a plot out of it? But I'm proud of it, and I hope that everybody will enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. So get ready to go over and party with Sheriff Gunsen. He's up next here on Negative 43 TV. Meanwhile, it was a great party, but you know what I'm getting ready to say. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Richbartone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you.
And now, Negative 43 TV KUNT ends another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV is a wholly owned subsidiary of Baritone Media, LLC, with corporate offices located at One Cross Tower in downtown Sneedville. Negative 43 TV studios are located at 6969 Dead Daddy Drive in Sneedville. Negative 43 TV operates at a power of 200 hamster wheels, turning at exactly 61 revolutions per minute. On behalf of Rich and Marie Baritone, Old Betsy the Computer, Pete the Destroyer of Bud, and the rest of us here at Negative 43 TV, I'm Cleveland Steamer. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And now, high flight.
Slept the surly bonds of earth, and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed, and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.